Oh my god. It's so over. It's so over. Oh, this is awful. It's the best and worst thing ever. Oh boy. I gotta close Discord. I don't even know. Oh my god, I don't even have anything set up. How am I gonna, how do you actually do this? How do you actually level as a Sork? Oh, I don't even know. My fucking head is spinning right now. Jesus Christ. Literally was about to go just chill and watch football. Like, what are we doing? Oh boy. I know there's other videos too. I gotta go over the new videos. Okay. Okay. Let me put my brain back in my head. Okay. Okay. Where's the other character? Oh, this is so bad too. I already spent all my money too. So even if I wanted to do some last second testing, I don't even know if I could do it. Oh, Wafflef's PoE. Yeah, I need you to save me. I need you to do damage with no points in an Ascendancy. What the hell? Okay, hold on, just give me a second. I was literally planning on, I was just literally about to go to sleep. Not go to sleep. I was gonna go sit in the living room and just watch football and chill. Okay. Let me just turn this off. I need it here. Give me some Baldur's Gate music right now. I need my brain to chill out. Okay. What am I doing? What are we doing? What am I? Oh man. Okay. Hold on. Fuck. No, I need to. Okay. I need to go watch the video first. I need to go watch the other video that they just dropped. I need to watch that. See what's in that. Go from there. We gotta take it one step at a time. Okay. All right. Okay, turn this off, turn this off, turn this off. I watched a bit of it, but problem is I was watching this, but I wasn't paying attention. It's like your brain, you were seeing stuff, but I wasn't calculating stuff because I was just thinking about like Sork and minions all of a sudden. So, okay, let me take in what the hell this was.
What actually capable of at in-game? Well, today we've created a handful of builds that might help you out in the Fresh League, or inspire you to come up with something even crazier.
Alright, so he's running endgame maps, map tier 15, generic tablets, quantity, stuff like that. Okay.
This shaman, uses the advancing storm support and ground debuffs to
Okay.
make his tornadoes into whirlwinds of elemental
I was worried that
destruction.
this would do no damage. It looks like it actually does damage. Nice.
Tornado sucks up any elemental ground surface it encounters, empowering the tornado with those effects and extra damage. To create these surfaces, the ferocious wolf form can easily freeze enemies, which allows us to create chilled ground with this support.
Was that chilled ground for 8 seconds?
Which allows us to create chilled ground with this support.
Yeah. Okay.
We've also got a curse setup that creates burning ground and unique boots that drop shocked ground.
Okay.
We've also made use of some of the more powerful effects from the
Bonded 10 life, bonded 10 mana. Body armor's +1 charm slot. Is this not that good? I feel like this isn't that good. Also, what the fuck is this chest, bro? Armor ES 248 life, double res. Motherfucker just whipped this shit out in the fucking dev client? Like, hello? What
Shaman's
the
Wisdom
hell?
of the Magi node. The Idol of Maxarius increases our storm limit for maximum ruckus. If tornadoes aren't your thing, maybe this fire-breathing wyvern can bring the heat you're after. Normally, the wyvern's flame breath would be used
He's
as
using
an
magma
ultimate type build.
or... Okay, we're
But
flying.
naturally, you might want to see how much further you can take it. Can we turn this into a clearing skill? Flame Breath is a skill that burns rage. So if we
He's got leech. I think he's got
get
leech.
enough of it, we can keep aloft out of pure spite. To help us generate this rage, we are making use of the new buff gem,
100 spirit, 5 rage per second. Fuck. Oh man, I mean, this is designed for shaman, right? That extra spirit. That's pretty brutal though, dude. 100 spirit. No scavenged plating because you don't have spirit for that. Oh man, no savage plating. The other one, the savagery thing too, right? Like they added the new savagery thing too. Like oh man, you're pushing the limits here, dude. Seems low for 100. It seems low, but I mean, no, yeah, regenerate 5 per second. If you're going for the rage stacking like this drag, I'm assuming this guy's probably got like all the rage. He's probably got like 70 rage or something like that, right? 80 rage or something. 5 rage per second is really nothing.
Eternal Rage.
I don't know.
This generates 5 rage per second. We're also using the keystone Primal Hunger.
100% more maximum. Okay, so you can get to like 100 and something rage then? Regenerate 1 rage per second per 4 rage spent recently. No rage effect. That's... Okay, so you're basically saying like, hey, your dragon form has to do all the damage. That's... I don't know. I mean, maybe. I'm not saying it's dead on arrival or anything. It's just, man.
That regenerates 1 rage per second per 4 rage we've spent recently, as well as giving us 100% more maximum rage. Rage.
Maybe.
Rage.
Maybe.
We can also grab all of the ignite.
I mean, what are we doing here? I can't. Oh, it looks like... Oh, this armor node is still here. I thought this would be deleted. Armor ES is still here.
And rage nodes conveniently in the druid area of the tree. Now our ignites burn much hotter as well. With all this together, we simply take to the sky and reenact Rain of Fire.
Oh, hell no. This bitch is in the map.
Of
Oh,
course,
fuck
we
that
can't
shit.
just fly around forever. There will be some necessary downtime between flights. Fortunately, we've got a gullet full of oil. And
He only
fresh
did
hot
like
magma
what,
to ignite.
200k per second or something like that? Oh my god, magma orb.
After the announcement last week, the green thumbs amongst us got pretty excited at the idea of watering their plants.
He laughed.
We've got you covered.
He's fired.
This next build automates a whole garden using spell totems. At the root of this build is the Wild Surge Incantation Keystone.
Is this here? Wait. Why do I feel like I recognize those nodes? Are they not there? No, they're not. Okay. armor ES. If those are armor energy shield nodes, then I could actually level armor ES for minions, which is not the worst thing in the world, because mind over matter is right here. What the fuck? There's a frenzy charge thing here now? Huh? Oh, this minion node's here. They moved it from over there to over here now. Oh. Oh, this looks so weird. Oh, what the fuck? Path's not taken for the frenzy. Oh, he's an oracle? I thought he was a shaman. Okay. Never mind.
Which makes
Never mind. Who cares? Who cares? Oh, Megalol. Not a sork.
At the cost of losing a lot of their
Can you imagine 3 hours ago me saying he's not a sork, he's not good for minions would be a fucking thing I would say out loud?
But because we're automating this, duration isn't a huge concern. This build makes use of the new unique Vol's Protector to ensure that we've always got plenty of power charges to summon our totems. After we generate our initial charges, our totems will be able to self-sustain their cost. So, if we put Entangle on a spell totem, it can build a garden for us. All we have to do is water it.
Dude, I don't like Vol's Protector. 700 armor, 200 ES. It's okay. I'm just not a fan of it, man.
With a gentle little thunderstorm. One of our support gems also appreciates this downpour. Accelerated growth triggers an explosion once it's been overgrown, blinding enemies it hits. For tougher rares and bosses, you'd probably want to throw in some thrashing vines to ensure a true plantastrophe, bodily botany, chlorophyll overkill.
I'm doing this as a 0 to hero. 100%. I guarantee you. I'm doing plants only, hardcore, level 1, all the way to the end. I'm doing this. This is so stupid that it's gonna be good. I will have so much fun playing this, as dumb as it is.
But maybe you're not into gardens and more into tearing them up with an army of dog friends. This Wolfpack build is a good place to start. In order to support an army of minions, you can take the Lord of the Wild's keystone to allow you to use a scepter.
You can equip a non-unique, yielding a talisman, 50% less spirit. Non-minion skills have 50% less reservation efficiency. Oh, PoE 2's math. I can't even, my brain doesn't even register. Is less better or is less worse? You want less reservation efficiency is bad. You want increased reservation efficiency. Increased, yeah. Okay, so this is bad. What the fuck? Okay. 50% less spirit. Non-minion skills have 50% less reservation efficiency. Less is worse. The idea is you use only minions with this. Yeah. They nerfed spirit, and then running this on top of that. Oh man. It's just one I have to just play it. I can't. I have to just play. We can't even play werewolf, so I can't even play him around this.
Alongside your animal talisman. This will buff your minions and provide a respectable pack of 8 wolf friends. But we can get this number even higher. As we pounce around the map, our damage is enough to shred our foes and attract more wolves to the pack. But what's the point of this build if we're not howling? Lunar Assault helps us clear and freeze enemies and buff our wolves for even more damage. This build also makes use of rage in a few ways. Notably, it uses commanding rage to make your rage affect your wolves. Rage also extends the duration of Lunar Blessing, a skill that gives the entire pack more cold damage and creates destructive moonbeams each time we hit.
More cold
damage. Lastly,
damage.
let's warm things back.
Oh, extra chaos works for that. You know, doesn't really matter. Extra chaos, cold damage. If they're pure cold, you can just do extra cold. So the idea of werewolf chaos stuff is still
duration of Lunar Blessing, a skill that gives the entire pack more cold damage and creates destructive moonbeams each time we hit. Lastly, let's warm things back up with the Demon Bear. Here.
Excuse me? What? My build!
Here we're using Fury of the King to transform into a burning monstrosity. With this, we can open molten fissures everywhere we jump.
Oh my god.
Once opened, we've got a few options to make them erupt again and again.
He's blood rage or blood magic.
Which which repeatedly blast the ground.
Oh my god, he's got
And
explode on
we're
hit.
still a bear, so we can rampage around, triggering the fissures over and over.
Where's your armor? Do you have no magic res? What the fuck is that? Oh my god, you're making Bear look bad. What the fuck was that, dude?
To capitalize on this, we're going to want to extend our rampage as long as we can. Once we are as angry as we can be, the rampage can last around 20 seconds. That's a lot of pounding. Just like the Wyvern build from earlier, we're going to make use of the Primal Hunger Keystone and the Eternal Rage buff gem. That's how the build plays, but to me the best part of this build is the Oracle Ascendancy. Look at this passive tree, it's just as cooked as our bear. We've done something very fun here, grabbing as many keystones as possible and using them—
Wait, no wonder he is squishy. Warcry, Avatar of Fire. He took this. These. He has no armor. He's got 0 armor. He's just HP stacking. That's it. He has like no health. No armor scaling even a little bit. I don't wonder he got fucked up.
Look at this passive tree. It's just—
He didn't look like he had a good amount of ES either. He doesn't have any ES nodes. This is all just damage. He's got these. I mean, I'm assuming these aren't, because these don't look like energy shield nodes.
as cooked as our bear.
Bruh, he's a fucking
Grabbing—
mind over matter. Oh no, he's not mind over matter. I'm stupid. Yeah, okay, so he's got life regen, and then this is like, I'm assuming armor ES.
as many keystones as possible and
This
using
is
them to
fucking
take some of the
squishy.
bigger nodes without the lead ups.
This is squishy.
We've taken Resolute Technique, so we don't crit, which allows us to take Pain Attunement, so we don't see the upside or the downside.
Huh.
There's more going on, but we'll let you figure it out for yourself.
No, me
As you
too.
can
I don't
see,
like
the
it.
Druid offers a lot of options. Whether you're tearing through maps with storms, scorching everything from the sky, unleashing botanical devastation, leading a loyal wolfpack, or rampaging across Raycast as a spicy bear, there's a build here for every kind of primal playstyle. These are just a handful of ideas to get you started. The last of the Druids launches on 11 AM December 12th PST. We can't wait to see what you come up with.
Demon Bear looks cool. Plants look good. Wyvern, I'm not gonna lie, Wyvern still looks a little cooked. Alright. Back to what I was talking. Alright, I've had a chance to decompress for a second. Alright, now I'm gonna be cooked here. What am I doing with this?
On Path of Exile. In the last of the Druids update, we're adding another Ascendancy class for the Sorceress. That didn't quite make—
Sork does not look minion-y. It doesn't matter.
the Disciple of Varashta. Or
I know the idea. The idea is they're like, oh, you can do Sork and then, you know, you have these extra things to help you or something like that. I don't think that that's true. This is a lot of damage. Like, all you need is this to kill bosses, and you need the fire guy to clear maps. One or the other. And it's not even true for both. You can have other minions that can kill the boss, or you can have other minions that do the clear speed. So that's the thing. Because as much as I want to be like, oh yeah, we play Lich and stuff like that, what the fuck does Lich even give me?
to make it easy.
We take Lich because it just gives you Unholy Might, which we kind of just shoehorn into the build. But we really just take Lich because of the Soulless Form, the Eternal Life, and then you get the extra minion damage stuff from here, and ES. That's it. She's just a defensive layer. The Unholy Might is just 30% damage. It's nice, but it's not like crazy. That's the only reason we play Lich. Like, it's just one of those things where it's like, well, if I had to pick one, I would pick it. But it's not like that good. Infernalist, Altered Flesh, and then you reserve. It gives you some spirit, but now Shaman has the spirit. So she's like not even the best spirit stacker. So then you just have Altered Flesh and the Loyal Hellhound. But let's be honest, the Loyal Hellhound he's not as good as he used to be. Originally in the base game when it first came out, Loyal Hellhound was really good. And now he's fine. You know, he's not bad. It's just what else do we do, right? You take Altered Flesh, you reserve for spirit, You take the Hellhound, and your 4th nodes are always a meme. Like, you just take this for some ES, and then that's it. And it's fine. It's not like it's not like this says you do 50% more damage with minions. It doesn't say your minions are 50% tanky. It just says you get Spirit. But we know Shaman is now probably the best Spirit stacker because of the base Spirit. But he doesn't have any... He doesn't have any special stuff on him. Where was it? I looked in this... Where's the Shaman thing? Oh my god, I seen it here. Oh, this is Pee-wee 1. Fuck my life. Blow my brains out. Okay. No. Nope. Oh my god. Jesus Christ. Alright, so the updated Shaman still has the Rage, the 40 Spirit stayed, which you lose Charms, which does kind of suck, but you can get around that. Bonded, it looked okay. I don't know, it wasn't like amazing, but this could be something that you add in. Spell damage, which for minions is like, and again, it's like, if you're playing minions, you're really not sitting here thinking, I want to spellcast while playing minions. That's just not what we do here. I know that's what PoE 2 GGG wants, but that's just not what we do. So you have the defensive thing, 10% less elemental damage taken, adapt to the highest elemental damage taken, you hit. So it's a defensive layer. And then each adaptation grants 10% less damage of that adaptation's type. The problem with this is like you have to get hit by it, right? So if you could, in theory, self-hit, then you could obviously sustain this or whatever. But that's not really for minions. That's definitely for like self-spellcasting and stuff. So I can't really think about that for minions. It's just a defensive layer, less elemental damage taken. It's not bad. 5% of Fizz taken, blah, blah, blah. It's really not bad. It's not bad at all. You get it by Fizz, you get a bunch of adaptations. I get that. That's it though. For minions, I mean, because he has the most Spirit, but he has nothing for minions. Apocalypse, we've seen Apocalypse. It looks good, but it's not for minions. And enemies in your presence have exposure. Gain 10% of damage as extra damage of random element. Now, this is good if you're playing Fire, Cold, Lightning. Exposure is nice. I'm never going to say no to exposure. Damage as extra damage of a random element. That's, again, for spellcasting. It's not really for minions, but we can utilize this for minions. So, if you asked me, I would probably say Shaman... Infernalist are the most like minion based ascendancies, but I mean they just give you Spirit realistically. The Witch is definitely the best quote-unquote a minion one because she gets access to the minion nodes early on. Sork changes these nodes to this shit, which is not good. You know, Witch, it's here. So if you're going Sork, you don't get this stuff. You don't get the chaos damage. Spell damage, cast speed. I mean, the Druid Ascendancy, I'm assuming the Druid stuff might add a couple more minion nodes and things, but that's about it. Very few.
Easier for you to critically hit your enemy.
Fizz. 400 Fizz. I wish I could see the Fire guy. The Fire guy would tell me so much if he has the Fire tag. I'm assuming he has the Fire tag. It makes no sense that he wouldn't have the Fire tag. If he has the Fire tag, then Sunsplint and Fire Flower will work. The Convalescence. So like, okay, if let's just say this Ascendancy only gives me a minion, one minion for clear speed, or one minion for single target. Like, let's just say it just gives me this. Would I play Sork if it just gave me this? It gives me Fizz damage. It could, in theory, I can use this to kill the boss. Worst case scenario, it stacks up crit weakness, and then I don't have to run a Open Scepter, which is bad anyway. It kills the boss, and then, or not kills the boss, it crits the boss, builds up crit weakness, and then we have other minions. I don't give a shit if they're werewolves. I don't care if it's powered zealots. I don't care if it's like anything. It could be anything. If it builds up crit weakness and it does a lot of damage on it, that's already good enough. This is already like competitive with minion stuff. Now the downside is we don't get bonus spirit here. You don't get bonus spirit on Lich. So the downside of that is like, here's what I'm thinking. If you're doing spirit stacking nowadays, this is the meta, quote unquote. Like the meta is this. You run 2 Ventor's Gambles. This is the meta. We got nerfed on spirit. So if you're running a helmet, here's the question. If it can't, does it cost spirit? I know I'm looking at this. Caleri's Judgment, Caleri's Tainted Sands. Does she cost spirit? Twitter full ascendancy? If it doesn't cost spirit, oh my god, dude, it's 8:24 p.m. I can't be doing this shit right now. Oh no. Oh my god. Dude, I don't use Twitter at all. Like, this is so bad for me. I'm assuming it'll get... That's why I just use Reddit. Ah, here it is. I see it. Okay. He is fire. Okay, so Sunflower, Fire Flower, oh my god. Fire Flower, Sun Splinter already can work. Boom. Doesn't cost spirit. Massive. Requires level 90. I'm assuming that's because it's leveled, right? Because the character's probably level 90. That's why it's probably level 90. If not, oh boy. I'm assuming that's how that works though. He's invulnerable, which I cannot express how a invulnerable minion is unbelievable already. I've played so many fucking minion builds. Having your minions die is like the most cringe shit ever. So having an invulnerable minion is crazy. I'm just throwing that out there. Strike enemies with his great sword. Whenever you use a damaging skill, you can just cast Unearth. That's it, you know? You were gonna cast Unearth anyway, you always do that. You can just throw out Unearth, that's it. Cast devastating fire spells when commanded to do so. Razan deals 10% more damage for each damaging skill you use recently. Okay, so scale cast speed, in theory, whatever. Essence Drain, Contagion. Like we can stack just single target cast speed. That's not a problem. We can 100% do that. Orb of Storms, like, you know what I mean? There's just so many fucking weird things you can do in this game. You can even just take cast speed. If he's actually that busted, you know, he's a minion, right? So it's like, okay, we cast spells to make him stronger. We could stack exposure stuff. You could do cast on... see, that's where it becomes less about minions and more about other stuff. So if we're just talking pure minions, you would want to use things that are minion based. What is the wording on this? It's not per hit, it's when you cast. Whenever you use a damaging skill. Okay, so it's not multi-hit, so you have to cast. So it's just cast speed. It doesn't matter what we use, it's just cast speed. Okay, fine. Fire spells. His trap. Command him to hurl his greatsword. Hazardous runes on the ground where it lands. If an enemy steps on a rune, it erupts in a fiery tornado. It deals spell damage. Okay. The fuck's a hazard? Fire damage. Pierces all targets. Runes within 5 meters. 21 runes. Creates 8 runes. So preload. You can preload a boss with this skill. I know they nerf preloading, but still, right? You can still preload. Teleport. Deals spell damage to around him. Slams his sword into the ground. I think that's the AoE we've seen. He does spell damage. It doesn't matter. He could do attack damage, spell damage, doesn't matter. It just means that we would do extra chaos spell or, you know, fire flower shit like that. Fire damage, meters, additional effects from quality. It's not the smallest. It's not the biggest though. Cooldown's 12, cooldown's 8, and then cooldown's 7. So if you supplement with minions, that's fine, right? Or you could just do like fucking like QWER, right? So because he's command skill based, you can lower command skills. I think that's it, right? So you just Q, W, E, unearth, right? Just unearth, and then you just 1, 2, 3. So you could just play him like a build by himself, right? Because obviously this is what? 1, 2, 3, 4. This is 4 ascendancy points. You still have 2 extra. Oh my god, I need to like slow down my brain. Hazard's like a trap. They have the same descriptor on the Amazon skill that spawns fields of spears. Okay, so just more clear speed. Nice. Nothing to complain about. It's all fire damage. It does spells. You can scale with extra chaos. You can spell him as pure fire. You can supplement him because he costs no spirit. I can't explain. Having a minion that can either do single target or AoE with no spirit cost and invulnerable? Hello? If I put it this way, imagine this, just this dude, was on any other ascendancy in the game. Put him on a fucking warrior. I feel like I would be like, yeah, so here's my Smith of Razan League starter. It's a cool minion. You know, like, I feel like that's what I would have been doing anyway. It just so happens that she's actually in the minion area, thank God. Alright. She's water. I don't know how to scale water. I'm gonna be honest. I don't know about water plus skills and stuff like that. Ice, obviously, like same shit, cold. I don't know about cold scaling. I don't think there's a cold level of all. Is there? Level fall cold? Prism of Belief, Sun Splinter, Whispering Ice. Yeah, so you can do Sun Splinter still, same thing. I don't know if she's good for clear though. She sounds like she's for utility, but I'm just theory crafting. Okay. Mana regen for 4 seconds. That's great for spell casting. 67%. That's not that much though, right? Like, can't you get like 100% mana regen on rings in this game? Like, I'm just gonna, like, if you're a spellcaster. So it's a tier 1 mana regen roll. And I don't know, what's the embrace do? I think the embrace is what has to sell this for me. Because right now this is not too crazy, but well, you know, I won't be too mad about it. I'm assuming the skill's better. Oasis. Chilled Ground, Mirage, Flask charges, damage recouped as life and mana. Plants in areas become overgrown. What are you doing? Plants? They fucking... These guys. They're funny. Oasis grants 50% of damage recouped as life. This? What the fuck? Okay, this is a lot. ES move over. Just go mana 8-second cooldown, 1.8 second cast time. Flash charges and damage recouped? More flash charges per second. Dude, ES move over? Like, actually though? What the fuck? I don't even know how much mana you can stack in this game. Just go mind over... Yeah, I was literally thinking, take some of the partial mom nodes with that. Yeah, I just go mind over matter. I can't remember if there was a new unique they added. I can't remember if there was a unique that said mind over matter stuff, but I could have swore there was something. But anyway, that's a lot. Fracturing, 3,000 base cold damage. I thought she didn't do damage. All areas of chilled ground, spell damage, freeze. Chill enemies, more damage, fractures. Chills enemies always dealing 40% more damage of 40%. What the fuck? What's the cooldown? 5 seconds? What? Five seconds? Minions deal damage with command skills for each different type of persistent minion in your presence. These aren't persistent minions, are they? Oh my god, they are. What the fuck? What is this game? Because you spam... Okay, so you can spam Shattering Roar. This is on every build now because Intimidate is insane in this game. It works for all damage. So you do Intimidate. I mean, you could do your normal minions, right? You could do the Fire guy, Cold guy, this. That's 30%. So realistically, without trying, you could do 30 to 40%. It's not that much, but still. Command skills, command skills, command skills. Cooldown recovery, and then cooldown recovery. What the fuck? I mean, 5 seconds. Five seconds. Where did I put it? Five-second cooldown time, 1 second crit trance, 12. So you need chilled ground. And this is the ES recharge. Damn, this is a lot of damage. Obviously you have to put chilled ground and down and stuff like that. I don't know how the fuck I would do that. So you gotta put chilled ground somewhere. Is there a unique that provides chilled ground? Or are we just having to self-cast a spell? Because you could self-cast like Frost Bomb or something like that, I guess. It would be a two button build at that point, but yeah. Enemies chilled by your hits. You cannot be chilled. Yeah, there's nothing that like PoE 1, right, where it's just like whatever. But still, it doesn't matter. You could try Frost Bomb and stuff like that. I mean, she's utility. This is a lot of damage though. I know it has a setup or whatever, but it's like that's 3,000. These are like 300, 258, stuff like that. 900. 3,000. Frostbolt? Yeah, Frostbolt works. You can just skill chill. A couple points on the tree for chill or something like that. You can weapon swap, right? You can use a different weapon and weapon swap when you command. And have a weapon that has like chill and stuff like that. Spell damage, cold. There's a lot of ways to do it that's like seamless. It would become a 2-button build, but still, that's a lot of cold damage. If you can cover the entire screen and chill and then use her and she fractures those, like I don't know what that sound. I don't know. That sounds like the entire screen. Anyway. Malediction. Consume corpses in your presence. Okay, so bosses. Causing corpse beetle minions to burst forth. The beetles passively follow you until commanded. On your command, they rush the target and explode. Suicide minions. Sandblast. I don't have we don't have a number for damage, right? So could be cool. I have no idea. This is her base. This is the skill. This skill's crazy. This is crazy. Crit weakness. It does a lot of fucking fizz damage. The only downside is you channel it, but sigil of power, you know, stuff like that. And then this one. She creates a blast. Deals spell damage. Clone that persists for a short duration. The skill can store multiple charges. You use it again while a clone from a previous use is still alive. That clone explodes. You deal more damage. So this is like predicting where the boss is going to be. So like if you're fighting Zesht and he's going underground, I guess you could put a clone there and then put another clone and it blows it up and does more damage. More damage for each previous time the skill has been used consecutively. Cooldown time of 5 seconds, but it's a command skill, so again we can lower that down to like 2 seconds, 3 seconds, something like that. What the fuck? And what are these ones? These are the ones that I was big on. 100% of elemental damage is taken from mana before life. What? What the fuck? I mean, I get that they built it into the game, but the recoup was you have 80. That's 82% of damage taken was recouped in life. You recoup, you can get 100%. So you can get 100% recoup of mana of elemental damage, and then use her little fucking bubble. Yo, what up? Recoup, 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 recoup. I know there might be more recoup things hidden in the tree too, because obviously a lot of this stuff's changed. Elemental damage. So this overflows too. You can get over 100%. It would just give you more life regen. I'm pretty sure it works the same way as elemental damage as armor. Okay. Wow. I don't know how you would make this work with minion stuff necessarily, right? Well, that's because we wouldn't have enough points, right? We wouldn't have enough points to do everything if you want to do minion stuff. So for self-casting definitely looks good. Fourth teaching. -1 second to base energy shield recharge delay. 40% more energy shield recharge rate while on low energy shield. I don't know the math on this. What is the math on this? -1 second to base energy shield recharge delay. I think the base is 4. Was it recharge? I don't think it's... Let me see. I think the base is 4, but it might be 6. It's 4. Okay, so it takes it down to 3. That's pretty big. Oh. Brother. Where's the Twitter? There we go. 40% more energy shield while on low energy shield. Interesting. 60% of your current energy shield is added to your armor for determining your physical damage reduction. 60% of your current energy shield is added to your armor for determining your physical damage reduction from armor. I'm not a PoE math scientist, but I'm assuming you would get your base armor. Let's say you had 10k base armor and you had 10,000 ES. You would get 6,000 base armor, right? And it would calculate it, then multiply it by all of your percentages. So if you had 150% armor, then it would calculate, I'm pretty sure, obviously, right? It would be base plus base. Which would mean that you could, in theory, armor ES with bark skin. Oh, man. Oh, no, dude. No, not like this. No, not like this. What the fuck? Okay. You can equip a focus while wielding a... What? Oh, 50% reduced bonuses from equipped focus? Oh. Oh, man. It's still really good, right? It's still... Like, the best focuses in the game are pretty insane still. So, like, let's say you get half the bonuses of a focus, but you could wear a staff. It's still probably worth it. Let's see. Let's say you took... Because I think the traditional focuses are... they usually run like this shit. And then you do this. And then they... It depends if you want ES or damage. But a lot of them will do something like this. And then they do level of all spells. Let's say you have +2. And then whatever. A lot of them go for recharge, but you can go for res or whatever the fuck. So let's say you took like fire and then you got cast speed. That's like, you know, pretty good. This is obviously insane, but whatever. You cut this in half. So you would get +1. So what does this math out to? You would get... It cuts it in half. I'm assuming it just cuts it in half, right? So you would get 200 ES, +1 skills, like 15 fire res, 12 cast speed. Is that worth 2 ascendancy points? 200 ES, +1, like cast speed. Maybe? If it works like that, I'm trying to think if I was like, if I seen +1 on an ascendancy node and I said all those things, would I want it? I'd probably be like, it's whatever. But you get to wear a staff with it, so it's not the worst. It sounds like it might only be added to the calculation, not actually scaled with it. Yeah. Oh, 1 AoE, 1 support, 1 single target. Make a usual build. Band-aid the weak spots it with these. And a couple busted notes. Yeah, you're not wrong. 100%. Kalari's Judgment, Malediction, 4th Teaching, 5 points. Not sure after that though. I mean, I'm doing Minion. I'm thinking Minion stuff. Right? So I gotta... Hey. Deuces, guys. This looks insane. This looks busted as fuck. Non-unique time loss jewels have 40% increased rating. What? What the fuck? Hello? Wait a minute. Huh? For 2 points? Is that legal? Pick a spot. Where do you want it? Here? 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 This is the best one. This is usually the one you always go to on minions. In this one, these are the ones you always take on minions. Like on minions, these are the ones you always take. This one, maybe. It depends if you want to go over here. But you're a Sork, so these aren't... You put a Timeless Jewel here. There's so many Timeless Jewels too. But let's just say that you just took, I don't know, a fucking ES one. 40% increased radius. So that would take it from, what, small to medium? This is broken. You can't convince me. Non-unique time loss jewels have 40% increased radius. 40%? Sounds crazy. That northwest has a lot of new nodes. Exactly. You're not wrong. That's why I was like, this one could be crazy if there's a bunch of just minion command nodes or whatever the fuck in this area. Because it's like, it's just a bonus, right? It's just extra. Like, are you taking any recoup stuff? Are you taking life? Are you taking minion stuff in this area? Are you taking ES in this area? Temporary minions. Mana cost. Okay, this is one of those like min-max things, right? We need to find the spot. We need to get the timeless jewel big enough. And we need to see the tree. You have a friend with a timeless jewel with a large radius. Why can't I increase the radius? I would like to visually create. Alright, whatever. So let's just go by big. If we went big. Big. We're going big. I mean, this is the layup one, right? I feel like this is the layup. If you had a large one. AoE. You would reach this wheel here? What the fuck? Oh my god. I pretty much take this on like every minion build. Oh my god, you could reach this too. Not even counting like new nodes. Are you, excuse me? Oh, I wouldn't reach that, right? Small passives though. This is stupid. Put it here and just get like ES or minion damage or just, you know, whatever. Like what? It would cover like most of this. Bro. It would, oh my god, it would cover this too. Who says you only use one? You're not wrong. I mean, you're genuinely not wrong, because a lot of people were running the I don't know what it is. I don't know the name of it. It's the, oh, I think I have one in the game. You could run shit like this, Heroic Tragedy. A lot of people were running these last league if you wanted an ES stack. So, you know, let's say you, nah, you wouldn't put it there. You wouldn't put it there. You wouldn't put it there. But like, you take this, right? ES per strength, and like your point is like, well, what, you know, why would we not just travel? It's like, well, yeah, we always have a limit on minion nodes, right? Like even if you're a Sork, there's a limit to how many minion nodes you want. If you end up with plus levels, like 25 plus levels or whatever, these, you usually end up dropping these eventually, because eventually your minions are tanky enough, they don't die anymore, so you don't need this, and so you do have this, but you can get around armor break. You don't need armor break anymore because you can still run voltaic mark, and you can run a mark and a curse, so you don't need armor break either. So this ends up, this wheel is really good for campaign, but eventually you usually get rid of this, which means you end up with a lot of points. Which, yeah, I mean, if you're chasing fucking timeless jewel stuff, I mean, shit, why not? Why not do some dumb shit? I know a lot of people were doing this, right? Because you go in this area. There's always down this one. Once they're this strong, you might just use as many as you can fit. Non-unique, no, exactly. Non-unique. I don't think this turns it off though, right? It doesn't disable the other ones though. It just says non-unique time still at 40. Yeah, it's just so it doesn't even disable the synergy. The unique one just works. So this is just extra. Just throw it in a random one like right here, or you can throw it here. Just chuck it in, and you just, all these passive nodes, just turn them into strength. This gives you ES, and then just get a like full damage timeless node or something like that. Like we're just spitballing, right? But this is stupid. Like this is endgame, I feel like. Obviously, no shit, but like, what the fuck? Dun 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 dun. These minions don't even use mana or health. Exactly. Frost Mage plus Frozen Nexus, Navira's Fracturing. You're cooking. You're cooking. There are so many things. I'm going Sork. I'm doing Sork. Oh my god, I hate it. I hate it so much. I hate it. I don't like how it came out of my mouth. I don't like it. I don't like it. I hate it. I wanted to play Bear. I wanted to do shapeshifting. I wanted to play Druid. But it's not just the minions, right? I was like, oh, maybe they're just minions, but it's like, this shit is stupid. Okay, I want my ES to come up faster. Okay, here you go. Oh, you want to run the minion too? The lady with the fracturing stuff? Well, guess what? She's got a node that gives you a better convalescence than what you have. And it doesn't cost spirit. By the way, it doesn't cost spirit. It doesn't cost spirit. It's better than convalescence. What? You want to do recoup? You can do that. Guess what? This is a command skill. 12 seconds. Lower the cooldown by 50%. It's 6 seconds. You have a 6-second convalescence. There's no way that's true. I gotta be... No, there's no way. Buff duration is 6 seconds, causing to begin recharging immediately and granting you increased energy shield recharge rate for a duration. Oh my god, no, it's just a better convalescence. I know it's an Ascendancy point. But still. The thing is, you could do wolf form still. You're not wrong. There's nothing here that gives you spirit. There's nothing here that takes your spirit. What the fuck is that? Duration 6 seconds, bring the cooldown to 6 seconds. Exactly. What are we doing here? This is stupid. And you know what's great? You know what's so fun? That they released this at 6 p.m. They're going to sleep soon. They don't know. They don't know how stupidly broken this is. Pepe left. They don't know. They're not going to nerf it. What are they going to do? Nerf it in like 3 hours? Knock on wood. This is stupid. This is unbelievable. I'm doing it. I'm starting Sork. I'm going to make a minion league starter guide. I'm doing it. Fucking, what is this? Sork of Jin or whatever? I'm just going to throw together my generic minion builds and we're just going to go. Fuck it. I don't care. I've seen enough. Bear, you're my 0 to hero. I'll do you in hardcore, 0 to hero, all that bullshit. But I know minions. I know all my minion builds. I know all that stuff. Fuck it. The wolf makes frozen ground. There you go. We're going to do werewolf and chill. It's going to be werewolf, chill. We're going to have single target Biera. We're going to freeze the boss. We're going to one-shot him with the channeling. I don't know. This is stupid. There's like 6... unironically, there's like... I'm going to say 6. There's like 3 different minion builds you can do with just moving these Ascendancy points around. Nah, it'll launch with crash bugs because it barely made it into the game. Maybe, but I have confidence that they'll do that. Bear Sork. Fuck you. No. Ew. Because you're not wrong. Oh my god, you're not wrong. Ew, you're gross. I don't like you. Oh, you're nasty. Oh, that's disgusting. You should take that back. That's gross. No, I think you do wolf. I don't think you could do bear. I feel like bear is too melee. With wolf at the very least, I could argue that actually, you're not wrong. Wolf Sork. I was gonna do Wolf Lich. I could just do Wolf Sork. You're right next to the Druid stuff. I know this is ugly, but whatever. You can fix the pathing later. Berserker. Bear Sorker. Get out. As the guy who does bear puns, get out. I can't believe this shit. It's 8 p.m. What are we doing? How am I making a whole build in my head in fucking 3... How am I gonna sleep tonight? This is so stupid. Why couldn't they give me 1 day? Why couldn't they give me a day? Oh no. What's the update? Oh, fuck you. No. I gotta write down, like... Because minions... There's a couple options here. I'm gonna just notepad it up. I think we just... Oh my god. I think we just notepad it up. Yeah. I think I'm gonna have to notepad. I gotta just put my ideas of... I'm more worried about leveling ideas than I am anything else. Okay. We... Okay. Step 1. Here. Step 1. That's not how you... Step 1. There's one downside. Get to the final ascendancy. This is true, right? No matter how we do this, you have to get to the final ascendancy no matter what. We can't go Biera or whatever, because as far as I can tell, this was only an endgame, which that sucks. Let me pull the video back up. I want to double check that. This is the end. Yeah, I double check. I had to double check just to make sure. Yeah, this is the end though. Fuck. Okay, so we got to play something to the end. I don't know how viable it is, but obviously I think werewolf. You mean you think you can only get that ascendancy from the final trial? I think so. I really do. I really feel like this is probably the last one. I hope I am wrong. Maybe it's the second one, maybe it's the third one, but because this room is... This is the final room, right? This is the 4th floor, I'm pretty sure. Trilosecum is complete. Because here's what makes me think that. It was the wording. The wording he said...
To your service. This day has Jinn under her command within the trial of the Sycamores. If you, sorceress, prove yourself worthy, Varashta may just release these Jinn into your service.
That wording... The wording on that really makes me wonder. I hope I'm wrong. I hope that it is a base ascendancy. No, this is a base ascendancy. They may just be trolling us. They might be. That would be really weird. You know what? I think you're right. I feel like that has to be a base ascendancy. I feel like there's no way. So, if you... this makes my choice so much harder. It's just Lord, you might be right. Okay. Alright, step 1. Get to ascendancy. This is the easy part then. If base ascendancy, what do? Werewolf. Cold. What was this bitch's name? Navira. Navira, chill, shatter. Something like that. We could do some werewolf bullshit. We're gonna go to the druid area probably anyway, right? I imagine there might just be some like leveling shit we could do there. Minions. Classic. Just classic minions. We go full minion, nothing special. Probably do the fire guy, because you can use skeleton archers for single target and the campaign and shit like that. So minions classic, which is just archer single target. SRS werewolf wolves. And then fire guy or fizz guy. And I think the thing is that what I feel like you can do is if you do it feels like they can cover for your build. What do you want, Cap? What do you want? You want attention? Oh my god. Shut up. Big old baby. What it feels like. Damn, you really fucking meowing. You have food. I know you have. This cat is so cringe. He has a problem where he wants you to be in the room with him when he starts eating, and then you can walk away. So I think you could do fire for clear. So let's say my biggest problem when going through the campaign is really clear speed. Single target I think is fine. We don't need to worry about single target. You have SRS, you can use skeleton archers, you can do whatever. The fire guy, he looks like he has some clear speed. In the campaign, how useful is he going to be? This will actually be 12 seconds, right? Like this is going to be a genuine 12 seconds. So 12 seconds, 7 seconds. In your first ascendancy, you can take these. Oh, dude, that sounds so fun though. Oh my god, imagine me level 25 and I could just grab this motherfucker off rip. Boom, I got a minion. What's up? What we doing, dog? If it's base ascendancy, then is there a point to worry that much about the build? Aren't there enough spells and minions in ascendancy? Yeah, 100%. I'm just like theory crafting because I want to just throw out a video, right? Of like hey, I'm about to make a really bad decision last second. I'm going hardcore. I'm playing this shit on League Start. Here's what I got, you know? Because that's what I'm doing right now. So it's like, fuck it. We're gonna make some bad decisions. Let's make some bad decisions together. Could it be like the Abyss Lich where you play the Chrono Ascendancy and you transfer to that last draw? So that's what I was worried about. I'm worried about that because they show it in the last Ascendancy. You know what? I imagine there's gonna be a FAQ. I feel like they're gonna announce that at some point, and I'll get my answer before League Start. I'm pretty sure they'll be like a yes you can or no you can't. I feel like they would definitely say that. Let me check. I'm gonna check in Reddit real quick. Let me see. Bruh. Look at this. Oh my god. This is how I feel right now. This is exactly what I feel. No, it doesn't look like there's any like. I was hoping to see a GGG comment here about something. Are they skilled off minion damage? They have the minion tag, bud. They got the minion tag. Minion tag means the minion. Okay. Alright, so no confirmation, but I'm assuming it's in base. I feel like you're right. There's no way they would make a really cool Ascendancy like this and be like, yeah, guys, you have to level to 90 to play this. Because that would be stupid. So, yeah. Tulsek's not that big of a deal. Just run ahead, some packs, nuke him. Yeah, 100%. I mean, there's so many skills. We don't have to use him just for minions. I'm more just thinking about how useful is he going to be while we path. We also don't have the tree. I would like to go and obviously get command stuff. There is this you can get in Act 2. I already run those with archers for single target. Oh my god, I hate how they're called something else. Snipers. Whatever, same shit. This is already something I use. What is it? It's command. Supported minions have 100% cooldown recovery rate for command skills. Supported minions deal 100% less damage with non-command skills. Wait. This is deleted from the game, right? There's no way. Oh my god, dude, why am I doing this at 9:04 p.m.? This is so stupid. Wait, hold on, it's 9 o'clock. Hold on, I gotta check my family. Somebody's supposed to be home by now, and you gotta double check because you want to care for your family. Bro, I closed my door and he got mad at me because he wanted to look at me through the door. This fucking cat. Okay, there we go. Hold on, I gotta text my dud. Okay. Actually, you know what? Here, let me take 5 seconds. This fucking cat. This cat is he wants something. I gotta figure out what. Okay, I'm back. Literally, like I said, the cat, he's stupid. He literally just wanted me to be in the room so he could start eating. And then he started eating and he told me to go away. Little shithead. These minions don't have non-command skills? Yeah, that's what I was going to check. That's what I was going to check. Okay. Command. 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 What are we doing? He emerges, strikes enemies with his greatsword whenever you use a damaging skill. Okay, so he casts debilitating fire with one command. No, it has the command tag. So this one doesn't. Never mind. This command tag is down here because I think this is him. This has the command tag because it's actually a skill. So these are the 3 skills. That is him. They all have the command tag. What the fuck are we doing? Okay, so where do you get commandment from? It's a tier 0. Am I tripping? I feel like this is not in the game. Like, what? There's no way that this is just in the game. You know what? Sure. Not fucking save me the time. I don't care. Dun, 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 dun. Yeah, so commandment's out of the game. It's still just in POB. I was pretty sure that this didn't exist anymore. And it's biting. Or bidding. Was this bidding? Biting? But yeah, so okay, so you run this instead at level 2. Yeah, this isn't in the game anymore. So you do this. You can run this literally in Act 2. So this gives you 20%. Again, I don't know where all the commandment skill stuff is. We don't know. It's really not too hard to go over here and get this, but in Act 2 you won't have this. This is probably like Act 3 if you really push it. There's no other commandment stuff, right? Yeah. Okay. Okay. So 20, so 10. Okay, so you can get this down to, what's the math on this? What's 20, 40? You get 60%? Bro, that's already enough. What the fuck? What? And then you can get level 2 later on once you get to Act 3. This is already, no, like this is good enough. Because you get, when you get the access to this, you can do the Trial of Sekima. What do you want? Don't you know I'm trying to do PoE stuff and I only have 12 hours till League start? Butthead. Bear Sorcerer with Kalari for crit weakness? Yep, you ain't wrong. The only downside is the channeling. I'm not sure. Bro, this is what happens with PoE. I open fucking 16 tabs. Alright, so in Act 2, I think this guy is for AoE. If you, here's the thing though, let's say you go for, you can go Volguards in Act 3. I think Cultist Archers, I want to try them regardless, so my secret tech, I guess, Cultist Archers got buffed. So, new early Spectre. These things are already insane, they just had a bad cooldown, so now they have a new cooldown buff. So, wanna, oh my god, he just jumped behind my computer. Okay, I'll be back again. I gotta kick him out now. He's gotta go fucking get out of here. Okay. Jesus Christ. Goddamn cat. Channeling's why you're only interested in the cold? Makes sense. Passively chilling can build. Might have to convince a friend to go Chronomancer so we can make jokes. Oh no. The memes are out. Okay. Let's just check in. Checking some stuff. Is everything all good? Yeah, Johnny, they just announced a new fucking Minion Ascendancy at 6 p.m., which ruins all of the planning I've just done for the last week. The good news is I was practicing minions, so I guess I got that going for me. Okay. All the ideas, all the testing I've done. So Cultist Archers got buffed. I think you could use these in Act 2 to 3. You can actually use these in Act 2, level 7 gem. So there's these. There's the classic. I think right now Ruzon for clear. Okay, so here's a question. Trial of Sekima. Which take? You got Ruzon for clear. I guess we'll put this here. Cooldown. I guess cooldown from biting, whatever. Which makes this viable. So you got Ruzon for clear. You got fuck, we gotta all of a sudden gotta learn the fucking names of all this shit. Navira, chill, clear. So like Frostbolt, Werewolf, chill to explode AoE. This sounds interesting. I'll probably try this. I mean, it's fucking, it's just gold, right? So we can just retry all this stuff. Ruzon for clear. I'm thinking. This is probably going to be classic because he's fire damage. God, why can't we use the Hellhound? Oh, so cringe. Probably just SRS archers for single target. I mean, you could just do werewolf. Just werewolf minion too. There's no synergy. I'm thinking fire, right? But who gives a shit? LE weakness exists. You could just do LE weakness and who cares? But yeah, SRS, archers for minion. You use him for clear, so you SRS archers, and then you just use him on cooldown, pull the packs, boom, explode him. And then Kalari. So here's the thing, Kalari single target. What do we do with this? Because she just does single target, which means, okay, let's say in theory you have your single target solved with crit. I don't even know. Do you even care about crit? I feel like she probably just, she might just do enough damage to just clear the fucking campaign bosses. I'm being honest. Crit weakness, crit damage built in. The crit node is right here, which you can actually get. You can get this in Act 2. Minions fizz. And obviously there's this too, spell damage. And then the other crit wheel's up here. So you could very easily go and scale her for just one-shotting bosses. Right? Crit chance. I don't know if these are worth it, but like, you just take this. Just take these two wheels. She already has crit weakness in, so like she hits one time, she stacks her own crit weakness. Next cooldown, use her again, boom. Or you just have minions, right? The minions all of a sudden have a high base crit chance, and maybe that just is enough to clear bosses. Who gives a shit, right? AoE, whatever. Rares, you can use it on rares. You can one-shot rares with her. She definitely sounds the most appealing. I like the fire guy. The fire guy looked cool as fuck, right? But if we're being honest, people aren't gonna play this as just minions. Meanwhile, I'm over here like, why are you wearing a staff? Put on a scepter. Immediately. Now. Where's her single? Where's the lady? Is it the end of the video? Really? Oh, it is. Yeah, there's that skill. And the overhead channeling. So, I mean... she might just be able to clear on her own, no? Fuck. Because she puts down the... So, the judgment is the single target. The deception, I think, is the ramp. Act when you command to do so. Massive critical hit potential. Malediction. Oh, it's malediction. That's what it is. Corpse consumption. Beetles. What is... Wait, what? Hold on. Didn't I could have sworn I just seen her do a different skill. Am I stupid? What am I getting confused by? What is happening here? What is this? What skill is this one? Because that's the big, like, bing, 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 and then he charges this one up, boom. What? Which skill is that? Sandblast? Brutality? It might be... Yeah, it might be... Yeah, I'm thinking the same thing. Baseline. It might be one of the hidden command skills then. Brutality. It sounds like brutality. Bro, she might be the most OP one. If you can run her. Because you can run her with brutality. Looks like it might actually be a decent clear skill. Right? Like, this is not bad. And then she has her for single target. So for the first one, you might be able to just take 2 points in her. She has an AoE skill built in, and then you take Judgment to one-shot bosses, and then in the meantime, just have like Arsonist, Cultist, you know, whatever, fucking go werewolf form and freeze them, right? So you jump in werewolf, hit them a bunch, freeze them. When they're frozen, charge it up, one-shot them. Okay, so Kalari's single target. I'm not gonna lie. Any minion for clear. Oh, any minion which is a buff for clear slash she has single target, she has clear, she costs no fucking spirit. Werewolves? Wolf freeze? Yeah. This sounds not bad. Might go intuition and then have my other 6 points be minions. Fucking gens, dude. What are we doing? I can't believe this. This is insane. This has never happened before. I've never, like, less than 12 hours before League launch had to switch my Ascendancy. Intuition. Wait. Okay, hold on. Because I haven't looked at this. I've seen... I forgot Eldritch Battery is different in this game. Energy shield to mana. Doubles mana cost. Oh my god. And then fourth teaching for energy shield recharge. Intuition, taken before mana. So if you go Eldritch Battery, go mind over matter stacking. Yeah, 100% elemental damage taken as mana. From mana before life, so have like 2k base life plus 6,000 mana. Cool, you have fucking that. Take the recoup from Navira. Take this fucking thing, and then anytime you take damage, just smack this, and there you go. You just have 100% mana recoup or some shit. Like, this is gonna be like, I don't know how this is gonna feel, right? Because it turns nearby chilled ground into the Oasis. It's a Mirage, which grants you charges, recoups life. Plants in the area become overgrown. Interesting. Less than 12 hours. Oh, excuse me for being bad at math. I'm sorry. 13 hours, 14 hours. I don't fucking know. Varashta is either going to be goated or trash. I feel like it's going to be goated. I feel like this 1,000 base fizz damage, I feel like is just gotta be good. 1,000 base fizz damage, gotta be good. Crit weakness, even if this was just a crit weakness, then it's gotta be good. Like this has to be. This is like something you would take on a boss and one-shot them afterwards. This is just good, right? I feel like this is. There's no way you can convince me that having no, not this one, not this one. No, fuck this one. That one's trash. Not trash, but whatever. This one. This is just convalescence on crack. You can't convince me that that's bad. It's just convalescence with no spirit cost. It's a command skill. You can lower the cooldown down to 6 seconds. What are we doing? This can't be bad. This is stupid. This is way too much damage. Frostbolt, Ice Nova, chill, blow up the screen. This sounds stupid. Vera is, oh man. I feel like, here's the problem. This is what sucks. I hate it. Where the thing I think I want to be good is kind of looking a little bit, I wouldn't say weak, but not the best. I want the fire guy to be amazing. He looks cool. He looks sick as fuck. What are we doing? You know, the motherfucker just be walking up and just boom, boom, boom. Now, I want this guy to be good. But the reality is I feel like the ice chick has some stupid shit on her, and I feel like the other lady, the sand lady, one-shots bosses potentially. Potentially. All of this is potentially. But it's like, but this guy looks cool. This is the bubble for the chill thingy. I'm not sold on that. But I feel like that can't be true. Because I don't think he has any chilled ground, right? He has no chill here. Was that the recharge? Doesn't look like it. Did you watch the new Druid Endgame video from Path of Exile? Yeah, I did. I seen the fucking Demon Bear. I seen Demon Bear. I shit myself. God, Demon Bear looks so fucking cool. But this Ascendancy is insane. It's minions. It's everything I want in minions. It can do spell casting. It can do literally everything in the entire game. I don't know what to do. It's just too good. The bear looks sick as fuck though. It's actually... I'm so torn. You love the wolves. The wolves look cool too. It's like I'm so fucked. The plants look good. I mean, I'm doing like 4-0 to 0 hardcore runs. Those are going to take me... The only thing I'm dreading is future me who's going to have to edit those fucking 60-hour journeys down, but I can't explain it. I'm unironically so excited to actually play PoE 2 more than I have probably in the last year of any game, like PoE related. PoE 1 is just... I love PoE 1. It's my most played game of all fucking time. Played it for 12 years. But, you know, when you play something for 12 years, eventually you just kind of burn yourself out of it. With PoE 2, I enjoy it because it's new. But I wouldn't say I was super excited. I was just like hopeful, right? I was hopeful. Now, what the fuck? I want to play this. I want to play Druid. I want to play all that shit. We don't even know if the Temple's going to be good. That's just what I did. I'm actually excited. I went from like an 8 to a 9. I'm all in. Oh, fuck my life. I think he's fine. 8 seconds trap. He's got his built-in brand too. So they all come with a base skill. I was worried he would only have one attack, but it looks like they all come with like one base thing they can do. Which is good, because it means that you got 2 skills to use them. Fire wave, AoE, fire damage. Okay. What the fuck? There's a new minion ascendancy? I mean, Sork has, in my opinion, potentially one of the most busted minion ascendancies. Yes. Sork, not Witch. Sork seems to have one of the best potential minion ascendancies. If it's not in a minion ascendancy, it's fucking pretty goddamn busted. Like, we have some crazy shit here. Crit weakness on a minion that just exists. It can't get hit. It costs no spirit. It has no life. It has no mana. It just has a cooldown, which you can lower by 60%. From 12 seconds to 5. Oh, also, we're not even talking about this shit. This Timeless Jewels, 40% increased area of effect? That's stupid. So even if you're like, bro, Waff, this is cool and all, but I don't like minions, man. Like, what are we doing here? Okay, do you want 100% of your elemental damage taken to mana and have Giga mana with recoup? Would you like to wear a focus on your staff? You could just take that. -1 second to base energy shield regen. I don't know about this. This recharge rate when the lower Eastern. That's fine. And then this one, I'm not sold. I don't know what this is. We don't know. I don't know if this goes to the base or not. If this goes to your base, that's Barkskin, armor, ES. They added armor ES nodes to the game. I don't know. Genuinely, I have no idea. But this is cool. This adds some stuff to it. This is just, it's interesting. I can't say it's not interesting. Not to mention a bunch of minions that give you either fucking fat crit, cold damage, chill, AoE, fire. Holy fuck. Oh man. Interesting. Ruzon's probably worth it just for the exposure. Which skill has the exposure? Fire spells commanded to do skill. He does more damage for what we use. Yeah, okay. Yeah, the exposure. I'm stupid. It's on his base. It's on his base. He has exposure built on his base. Never mind, you don't need the Hellhound. He literally is the Hellhound. What the fuck is this? The more I read it, the more I'm like, why is there more stuff I've missed? More damage against immobilized enemies. Dude. And we don't even get to sit here all day and like theorize it, because it's like, bro, we gotta go to bed soon. What the fuck? Wait, deception? 50% more damage per use? Yeah. So I'm assuming this is like a... So, yeah, you create the blast at the target location, it deals damage, it leaves behind a clone. So you shoot it, it does damage, it waits for the clone. And I think the idea is that it sits there, and the next time your cooldown comes off, if the boss is still there, use it again, it does more damage. If it's still there next time, do it again, does more damage. Why is it not capped? Don't ask questions. Just play the game. Don't ask questions. Just play the game. This is insane. I don't even like, yeah, okay. Let me take a step back. Okay. How am I leveling? So, I'm assuming it's the base Ascendancy. I just looked at the comments in the video. People are like, it's the base Ascendancy. Like, what are we talking about here? So I'm gonna believe it's the base Ascendancy. So, if it's base Ascendancy, I think for the memes, I'm gonna go Werewolf and do minion stuff. I'm doing minions the whole time. I'm not gonna just play Werewolf. Bear, I love Bear. Bear looks cool. It's gonna be my second build. It has to be. I play minions. I only literally play minions. I know a bunch about minions. I can make minions work. They're my favorite class. I've played them in PoE 1. I play them in PoE 2. I gotta play minion. So I gotta play minion. Bear is gonna be my second build. He's gonna be my. We'll do some 0 to hero hardcore bullshit and have fun with it. But yeah, Bear's gonna have to be my second build. This is stupid. This Ascendancy is insane looking. So I'm thinking, I want to try the chill stuff. That sounds fun. I want to do the Werewolf cold. You do that, and then you do the Navira chill shatter. That cold damage is Omega. Can you stream on YouTube? I am streaming on YouTube. I mean, I haven't announced it anywhere because I don't really... That's my problem, is I'll make videos, but I won't announce when I'm doing stuff. But yeah, I started multi-streaming on YouTube and Twitch. Okay. I was making sure my family was home. Can I link it? Yeah, sure. Here. All right. We're doing Werewolf Cold to chill. That sounds like interesting. You do classic minions. I'm gonna do most interested is this werewolf. Let's take this. Then that. And then obviously classic minions. So this is where I'm thinking. For leveling. Classic minions, ED, Contagion, for Act 1. Or Wolf. And yeah, this is your classic ones. Gotta sleep if you want to be functional. See you tomorrow, unfortunately, when I'm probably dead with no sleep. I think Werewolf Cold, Navira, Chill Shatter. I think Trilosecuma, you have cooldown off rip, so you get cooldown. All of these minions have cooldown. They don't have non-cooldown minion stuff, which is stupid. They're all cooldown, but you can get 20% cooldown, so it's just built in. So that's easy. Take bidding, figure out what you want to do for the rest. I think Ruzon for clear. I'm gonna try Fire Guy. If he's good, I'll probably switch to Classic, SRS Archers. We'll try that. I also want to try the Cultist Archer. I need to try the Cultist Archer at some point because it's got buffed and I want to see if it's good for the campaign run. That could be insane too. But for fun, we're going to do Werewolf. We're going to do Werewolf Cold, and I'm going to try the Chill Shatter. I think that's the first thing I want to try because I want to play a new Ascendancy. I want to play the new shapeshifting stuff. Let's try it. Let's throw all of it together and we'll see if it's fun, if it works. If it's fun and it works, cool. If it's not fun or it doesn't work, that's fine. We have backup plans. That's what backup plans are for. But yeah, this skill right here, Fracturing, this is kind of stupid. I also don't know what Navira's Embrace does. If she has a attack as well, you can just take both Ruzon and Kalari for the first trial, just exposure and crit. There you go. I'm writing it down. Just take Kalari, base, and Ruzon. First ascend. And this would empower your current minions with exposure, because, you know, the fucked up thing is you run SRS or Skeleton Archers, they do fire damage. Guess what? You don't have exposure, because you don't have Hellhound. You can't put exposure on him. And LE weakness is like, what, level 9 or some shit? So in Act 2, when you need the curse, GGG doesn't give you the curse, that's kind of annoying. Take exposure, take crit weakness, tree. You can just, you're in this area anyway. Normally I'm doing Instant Strain Contagion bullshit, but guess what? You finish your second month, respect those points. Crit weakness. There you go. Your minions probably have like a, what, 30% crit chance? 30, 40% crit chance all of a sudden? That's gotta be good. Scale, crit, for the meme. Sure, that's an option. You're not wrong, 100%. Totally, I actually can see that just being viable. You could just go pure Kalari's. She has a base hit. She might work. I mean, the problem is I don't even know how to, I don't even think you separate these, because these are all just, these could all just work, right? Werewolf Cold, Minions Classic, Cultist Archers. Yeah, goodbye. I was literally complaining like 10 hours ago when I was practicing. I was like, man, I don't want to do ED Contagion in Act 2. I'd rather just be full minions. And hey, fucking ask and you shall receive, I guess. Is there anything else I could do? Oh man. I think for no, I think for a campaign we're good. I'm not doing any plant stuff. Well, this is too excited for me. I'm trying to chill out. Okay. I think for the campaign, we're pretty much good to go. There's only one downside, and this is where we have to do some thinking. Whatever, let's take that. What do we do? Because look, in Act 1, as much as it sucks, let's say in Act 1, you do the trick to get a martial weapon. Okay, so for Act 1, you can do this. Gem trick for gold to get gear, or what's it called? What do we call it? Get the weapon from the druid, but I can't remember what that is. It's not twink. Mule, talisman. Mule a talisman instead. Werewolf level 1. So you can do this. You can do the gem trick for gold. You can do both. You can build a talisman and then just get the gold. And then in Act 1, get a bunch of gear. Try to get like dex. Ideally, try to get like dex, strength, whatever, because it's gonna be weird. Because I'm a little worried about dex and strength, all that stuff. Werewolf stuff is strength and int. It's not the worst. I usually go strength int anyway. I use armor ES scaling anyway. But early on, we're really working with nothing. We're really working with nothing here, dude. There's nothing here for werewolf. So, I mean, you don't have to do werewolf. I'm gonna be honest. You could, in theory, do bear at level 1 because bear looked pretty strong. It's so dumb, but I personally do think that shapeshifting is going to be really good for leveling. So in Act 1, what if I just do bear? What if I just do werewolf? Oh, we're not going to talk about wyvern because I'm not playing rolling magma in Act 1. You can't make me do it in PoE 1. I'm not doing it in PoE 2 either. I refuse. You could do ED Contagion, but ED Contagion is level 6+, so that, yeah, sure, right? ED Contagion. This is pretty bad. You could solve your dex and strength right off rip. This sucks though. If the druid starting wheel is really, really interesting, I guess you could just path over there, but that sounds really bad. But elemental damage works, right? Because you're werewolf. So you could do some dumb shit like this. Damage, elemental damage, and then minion stuff. Just generic. This is just generic minion stuff. I'm more concerned about like the Act 1 thing. But yeah, this is like stupid, but if shapeshifting hard carries you, bear, werewolf, whatever, and you can just level with that instead. I genuinely think I'm going to try it. There's no reason not to. It can't be worse than fucking pure minions in Act 1. So this isn't bad. The thing is, I know this looks stupid, but you gotta understand, like, let's say you even did this normal pathing. Usually when you're leveling, you end up with weird stuff anyway, right? Strength and dex, you need dex or stuff. So usually I end up doing this weird pathing anyway to get my strength, my dex, whatever I'm missing. So I know this looks dumb, but if werewolf is strong, then that's why we mule gear. Just try to get like a decent talisman, have an extra gold, and then you could just buy a good one. And that could carry you. You know, Act 1's not that crazy. I mean, think about it. Warriors just Mace Strike. So this is stupid, but it works. If you wanted to, you could just do ED Contagion. It's fine. ED Contagion, take the spell damage, take cast speed, and just path around. So ED Contagion, this pathing is dumb, but it works. And then your minions, and then your minion scaling already. Take these maybe for your wolf minions to work out if you summon them against bosses and shit. And then just minion crit, and by the time you're at this point, you're in Act 2. Go Balara, crit, minion, Balara, profit. And obviously shapeshifting, I'm not talking about shapeshifting too much, but if there's any good shapeshifting or good minion notes here, we could just say fuck this shit and just path out here and just go straight over. Not the greatest, not the worst. You always have options. Werewolf Sork was not on my bingo card. Yeah. I was thinking Lich Werewolf was maybe on my bingo card. I wasn't thinking Sork anything. This is crazy. I can't believe this shit. It's so stupid. Gigantic minions? Reduced reservation efficiency of your minions. Your minions are gigantic. What does gigantic actually do? More life, more damage, increased size. There's no way this works, right? Minions from supporter skills are gigantic. Support skills with minions, persistent minions. Supporter minions have larger life, longevity, and cost ability points. So they have to have spirit, right? Yeah. If it doesn't have spirit cost, it won't work, right? Okay. This isn't a bad idea. More life, more damage. I mean, 20% more damage. You do kind of run out of scaling though. This isn't great though. Nah, I'm not sold. Because the special minions don't have life. The special minions don't reserve spirit. So they would get more damage. Here's the question, are they undead? Because this guy says Skeletal Warrior minion, but he doesn't, if you read this tooltip, it doesn't say undead anywhere, but we know he's undead. You know, Bones of Uller. Are these undead minions? I guess it doesn't matter. Yeah, it doesn't matter. I was trying to think of something, but no, it doesn't matter. The tag doesn't fucking matter. Yeah, it doesn't matter. It's fine. Okay. What are we doing here? I think this is the first attempt. I think Ballara, Moster interested? What the fuck? So, Act 1, try Werewolf. I'm going to try not to do ED Contagion. I think this is a good base tree. We're going to try Ballara, Fire, Go Crit, stuff like that, just to kill the bosses quicker. Goodbye Skeletal Arsonist. I don't want to do ED Contagion. And then option B is Werewolf. And I think this is fine. This is fine. This is a generic minion tree. Revive, stuff like that. If those guys hard carry though, we could go over here. I don't know if this is where we gotta go hunt for info. Because he shows the skill tree at some point. Where's the command wheel? Wait, what? Uh-oh. Hopefully I'm just blind. So no, this is too far down left. Too far down left. Doesn't he do a big... Oh, this is the Oracle though. Here's the problem. The command wheel is right here, which is perfect, by the way. But is this an Oracle thing? Did they change the command wheel to be Oracle only? That sounds stupid. I feel like there's no way they did that. Fuck. If the command wheel was moved over here, that'd be stupid. No, what am I talking about? That would be dumb. Why would they do that? There's no way. I think they just moved the command wheel and this is it. And they moved it closer inside. Which means in Act 2, it's right here instead. Dude, we keep fucking winning. Which means probably don't even do that then. And you can rush the command wheel the second you do Trial of Sekima. And you get the cooldown down. You might potentially be able to just clear maps with just Balara, the fire guy, and then, no, you don't say maps, the campaign with just those two at level 30. And you have spirit. Ah, dude, I can't get over that. I can't believe they don't cost spirit. What are we doing? How did they not cost spirit? What the fuck? You can run whatever. You can run anything. You can run Arsonists. Arsonists are decent for helping with clear speed. You can run SRS. Just throw out an SRS flame wall. Summon your command guy. One shot him. You can run the ice guys. Ice guys are kind of mid though. And then the second you hit Race Spectre, you can just go get Volguards, Cultist Archers, and there you go. Just command with Volguards to get through the camp. Dude, this is crazy. What the fuck? I mean, I want to do werewolf stuff, but I think there's a switch you make with minions where things change in Act 3. Dude, what? Okay, whatever. So, Act 3... minions. Raise Spectre. The classic is Volguards. People like to do it. Volguards. You can't do Powered Zealots at this point. I think Cultist Archers. You could do Arsonists. There's no reason to do Arsonists over Volguards. Especially if these guys cost no spirit, why would you? So I think in Act 3 you unlock the Race Spectres. I think you can go Volguards or Cultist Archers. Oh man. Jin's thematically undead. Bit early to call, but this seems like the minionness I always wanted, to be honest. You're not fucking wrong. I'm actually getting tired. I've been dumped with adrenaline for the last like 3 hours since I looked at it. I'm fucking... Oh, I'm like tired. Jesus Christ. What is happening? Poof. Damn. Okay. In Act 3, just pick your ice nuke from the trial and evaporate everything. You're not wrong. That's why I have it here first. Werewolf, cold, if you're a chill shatter. So I think we'll expand on this here then a little bit. I'm gonna make a quick video basically. That's why I'm kind of trying to figure this out. I'm trying to figure this out for myself, right? Usually I do this off stream and stuff, but this is what I do in my own time where I'm like, what am I gonna do? How do I do it? Okay, this is what I'm gonna do. Create a plan, make a video, or build guide. You know, with PoE 1, it's typically a lot easier because we get patch notes a week ahead and we don't get too much crazy shit. Instead, here we are, PoE 2, they just fucking are releasing shit and they're just like, here it is. You don't get any videos or any hype. 12 hours before league launch, here's all the fucking shit you've ever wanted, all at once, I'm gonna ruin your life. I mean, it's great. I love it. But at the same time, what the fuck? You know, the good news is that I'm gonna sleep so good tonight because I am gonna be so tired. One of my buddies is going cast on crit oracle. That could work. Like watching the planning, if you would consider streaming that in the future too. I mean, I'm probably streaming every day PoE 2 for the next month for like 10 hours a day, probably. The only time I won't stream PoE 2 right now, because I enjoy streaming PoE 2 more than PoE 1. I don't like streaming PoE 1, but PoE 2, I'm learning so much new stuff that it's fun, so I'm fine streaming it. At this point, I have so many ideas for so many various build ideas. Not even build guides, you know, just I'm talking like creative stuff, like just, yeah, 0 to heroes, challenge modes, challenge difficulties. I was doing a Thorns challenge. Like, I have so many things that I want to do for PoE 2. And my mental just took a dive last PoE 2 because some real life stuff. And I was like, alright, I gotta take a step back. But everything's chill now. So I'm going all in. I'm in. I think I'm in. I think this is enough. Because if you ask me, hey Waff, what are you gonna do about Bear? I'm like, what am I gonna do for Bear? I'm gonna watch this video and then do what he did as a Smitha Katava and get armor. Does that seem cool? Absolutely. This seems so cool, right? This seems so fun. I want to play this. Yeah, you show me this, I'm good, right? I'm like, yeah, dude, I'm in. And then they're like, hey, Minion guy who plays fucking minions, who's an idiot. Do you want to have a fire guy that you can throw around? Maybe a water chick? Sand person? Some stupid fucking timeless jewel scaling? Maybe you want to go mind over matter and have 100% elemental damage. What if you go armor ES? You've always wanted to do armor ES, Waff. Armor ES, but you've been wanting to do it for the last 2 years. PoE 1 and PoE 2, you want to go armor ES. What about armor ES? You know, it's just like, ah, fuck, man. They hit me. They got me. They got me right in the heart. Shot me right through the heart. Love to blame. Fuck. Forge Demon Smith of Katava's build's cool, but you'll take your jank minion ascendancy. You're not wrong. I wanted to play Smith of Katava Bear. It looks so cool. I want to play hardcore. I'm still playing hardcore, by the way. If I die at level 20, I'll probably just remake and go again. If I die at like level 60, I'll be like, all right, fuck it, guys. We're in softcore for this run. We're going back to hardcore next run. It is what it is. I had such a smart plan for League Start for hardcore, right? Doing practice and stuff, bear, armor scaling stuff. Now I'm just sitting here like, it's not, for the record, it's not impossible to play minions and just go like CI and stuff like that. It's completely fine. You could definitely do it. It's just like I wasn't planning on doing this, right? It's definitely doable though. I'm just gonna have to play a little slow. I mean, Act 1 and 2 I got down pretty good. I just gotta lock in. And then Act 4 is when you can actually die. If you make it past Act 4, you're good. You probably won't die until like level 90. So as long as I can make it to past Act 4, no deaths, we're chilling. And then we're gonna do all our experimentation. This Ascendancy is so stupid. Imagine, okay, just go back. Let's go back in time 12 hours ago, and let's say that this is all they revealed for this Ascendancy, right? They just had this year, this year, this year. They just revealed this. I feel like we would be sitting here going like, what the fuck is this? What the fuck is this? This is stupid. This is 2 points. What is that? You know, I feel like we would already be like, huh, this is interesting. But then you just add in this shit, and it's like, this could be its own Ascendancy. If they just gave us this, I feel like I'd already be like, I'm in. This is just the extra. This is like, oh, you want your minions to be good? You don't need them? You know what I mean? Fuck. Okay. I think I have a plan here. I think I've seen everything I can see. Fire, trap, yeah, cold, shatter. This is stupid. What is this damage? This is so dumb. What the best cold spell is probably Frostbolt for chill, right? Besides Werewolf, so it's like Werewolf cold, but I'm thinking Frostbolt. I feel like Ice Nova's AoE is too small. You would have to do some damage for chill, right? Frostbolt just has a built-in amount of chill. I wouldn't be against, if the AoE is like a fissure where it blows up the whole screen, I wouldn't be against scaling cold damage a little bit. Slow moving, chilling enemies, explodes. And you can weapon swap. So yeah, weapon swap for Frostbolt slash Ice Nova. And then the chill nodes. Yeah, this right here. This is a good one. We don't care about that. I thought there was more chill nodes. Am I tripping? Oh, it's over here. Oh, no, these are defensive. Huh? Am I thinking of freeze? I thought there was more. This is freeze. I mean, it's fine, I guess, whatever. So, yeah, weapon swap for this. And then... projectile, bro. Hey guys, I'm projectiling. This spells additional projectiles. It's not too far. You could do weapon swap and go over here and take this stuff. Cover the entire screen and chill. And then yeah, there's these. Reduce projectile speed or increase projectile speed. I'm not sure which one, but these, you could very much do the weapon swap for this stuff. Chill here, take this. There you go. And have a weapon swap like staff with plus, what is it, 5, plus 5 cold, and then chill effect or something like that. You 100% could just boom, cast, chill goes out, smack with fracturing, chills enemies as though it's dealing 200% more damage, 200% more freeze buildup, fractures chilled ground within 6 meters, chills enemies as though dealing more damage, more freeze builds up. And then you have other minions, right? You got werewolves, you got fucking archers, cultists, whatever you have. You can just boom, throw out the chill, freeze everything, everything's frozen, everything's chilled, you don't give a shit, and then your other minions just kill the rest of the screen. There you go. Saw your recent vid, big hype. Fusion scale from minion level and minion passives. I'm going to say yes on minions because they have the minion tag right here. This counts. So yes, this is plus minion. That works. They also have cold tag, which means that this will scale off plus cold. This scales off plus fire. But you got to understand, just keep in mind, when I say that, I'm not saying that they're a spell. What is it? Fire flower? So for example, this right here, Fire Flower works. It's level of all fire skills, not spells. If it says spells, it won't work on them. Most likely won't work on them because they're not a spell. They are a fire skill though, right? So for me, for example, Fire Flower plus fire skills, this should work on him. So we could scale this guy with plus minions, plus fire. That's kind of why I'm thinking this guy should be the AoE guy. But it may not be needed. He may just be strong on his own. You may not need it, plus minions on an amulet. But then you have these guys, right? So if all of these are strong, it's like, what are we doing? We could just go generic minions. There's Fizz here. This bitch one-shots bosses. This person could freeze the whole screen. There's so much we could do. And yeah, minion passives 100%, of course. They also scale off the command stuff. And I have this tree here. They moved the command wheel. It looks like the command wheel is now here. So you can go for the command skills because they're all command skills. All of them have command tags. So literally by the time you get one of them, you can... What can you have? Bidding is what, 20? 30? No, that's level 2. So 20. And then this is 2040. So 60. You can get 60% command cooldown reduction the second you get them. So all their skills will be half cooldown or more. So this is on a 2-second cooldown. The second you have access to them, you could in theory do this. 8, that's 4, that's less than 3, less than 6. That's pretty long. These are fun. And then they have their base skills too, so like, what the fuck, dude? What the fuck, dude? How do they not cost spirit? I can't get over that. I'm gonna keep saying it, but it's so surprising. Like, if this said like 30 spirit or something, I'd be like, you know, we could do it. We can run all of them, right? They don't cost spirit. What? Jesus Christ. It's insane. Alright, so Werewolf, Frostbolt, Weapon Swap, Chill, Ice Nova's just there for whatever. We have cooldown from bidding, that's guaranteed. So this is the idea for this guy, generic minions, yeah. Chill, that's one we talk about. Kalari, the thing about Kalari is she seems like she's so busted, so I'm not even sure. She might be good enough on her own, to be honest. She's just generic, right? She's just generic Fizz and crit. So she could just work on her own. Holy fuck. Can you summon all three in the same time? Yeah, if you have enough points, it says that you can just command them out there to go out there. So if the command is off cooldown, you should be able to just command them. So for example, command, you see right here how it's a global cooldown, but I can shoot a gas cloud at the same time. They don't share a global cooldown. So there. So in theory, if I had the fire guy, cold guy, whatever, I could just command. There you go. I'm back because I had an awful thought and I think I need to say, sounds like you need to go to sleep. What, do you need ice spells though? Doesn't Werewolf have a lot of chill attacks? 100%, yeah. I'm just thinking out loud of like, okay, maybe I don't want to do Werewolf because I'm melee, he's attack based. If maybe the Druid nodes aren't great. If we want to stand far away, right? Like if I'm playing hardcore, I don't want to be standing on top of the mobs necessarily, right? But standing back here, just casting like Frostbolt, and then casting Naviri. Boom, chill, blow up the whole screen over there, right? And then I walk through. Different playstyles. That's all I'm thinking. If you watch the Ascendancy video, the Sorceress is not just in the 4th lab, it's unascended 4th lab. What if that's required? That's fine, you can respec. You can unascend when you're in the zone. So you can finish the run and then unascend. So it should unlock it. I'm genuinely, I'm assuming it's not base. I'm assuming. Oh wait, what if you're... Not just the 4th Ascendancy, unascended. So maybe you have to do the 4th lap unascended? Is that what you're thinking too? Dude, they need to... I hope they put out like a twat? Whatever the fuck. I hope they say whether or not it's base Ascendancy. Because we're assuming that this is all base Ascendancy. If base Ascendancy, what do? If not base Ascendancy, what do? I hate... Hopefully in the next like 3 hours, because like I said, I'm going to throw together a quick video kind of just literally covering all of this with a bunch of b-roll of the 2-minute b-roll of the 2-minute video in the background. But I have some Cultist Archer b-roll and Cultist Archer stuff I tested. I have a bunch of background footage because I was going to do Minion stuff and I never did it. Thank God. But yeah, if not base Ascendancy, they won't. Abyssal Ledge was kept fully hidden. At least they told you it exists. Shit. Don't be right. Stop it. Don't will that into the world, okay? Let me be Act 2. Otherwise, look, this, I think we could all agree, this sounds interesting. If you're interested in minions, this sounds great, right? You have so many options, so many ideas. This is fun. I can do all of... If not base Ascendancy, what do? This can't be real. I refuse. This would be stupid. They would get murdered on like everything. Every person, every streamer, everybody would be like, "Oh, that's stupid." Everybody would. They'd be like, "That's dumb. Don't do that. What are you talking about? That's stupid." Right? Because like, there's no way. I think he was just trolling. I think it was just thematic. There's no way, dog. Is there a way to increase the radius of time loss drills on PoE by 40% to test? Nah. So you can get large sized timeless jewels, but yeah, you just gotta look at the purple one and just use your brain and try to think of circle bigger. And I'm not gonna lie, that's really cringe because I'm looking at it and I'm like, does that reach that? 40%? Does that be 40? Yeah, wait, it looks like it would. 40%? Wait a minute, 40% is almost half. Wait, so how much is half? Okay, would it reach this? I don't fucking know. It's cringe. Because look at this one. This timeless one, it looks stupid, right? Because if it's purple, I'm literally using my finger on my screen right now. Holy shit, I'm dumb. Like, does this reach Lord of Horrors? right? It doesn't matter because look at all these nodes that it covers. So you have a timeless lost jewel that covers all of this. That'd be sick as fuck. This stuff. Like, fuck. Imagine, guys, I'm just saying it out loud. Just think what we're all thinking. Imagine if we maybe had like another, I don't know, 14 hours to kind of, you know, do this instead of the last fucking 6 hours. We all got to go to sleep at some point. Shit. Can we reduce their summon cooldown? Well, we can reduce their command cooldown because they all have the command thing. New Ascendancy skill feels like a normal caster skill. Is minion animation, not really a minion Ascendancy. I think it's a minion Ascendancy. I actually think it's more of a minion Ascendancy than it is not a minion Ascendancy, to be honest. That could be a hot take, but then again, it's a take that just existed 3 hours ago, so who knows? Called it the third Ascendancy, so you damn it, maybe. Why did the Jin Ascendancy points had required level 90? I'm assuming it's because that character was level 90, because as you level up, it's like if you have the Hellhound. I don't have it, but if you have like the Hellhound, the Hellhound will level up with you, right? He'll be like level 18, 19, 20. So I'm assuming that's what it is, but what level are you to kill Kolomak normally? Bruh. Two large ones can overlap. Purple's not that massive. All the Ascendancy picks have level 90 requirement. Stop it. Stop it. Shut up. I'm gonna fight you. Because what you're saying is wrong. So, I'm hoping that it just says level 20, 90, because the character was level 90, right? Like level 95 or something like that. They just made a fake character. They went to the Ascendancy thing. They hovered over all of them. They took a snapshot. Don't you fucking copium at me. You knocked that shit off. And that's what they did. Hold on. Do I have an Infernalist? Of course I have an Infernalist. It's me. I'm an idiot. I always play fucking demon form shit. Bro, bring back demon form. How about we do that? Give me like the 0.1 demon form. And we got Hellhound here. Okay, so we got two forms. Level 20 requires level 20. Requires level 90. Eat shit. I was right. Boom. Big brain. Fucking massive. I'm in the next dimension. You can't do math like me. 2 plus 2 is 5. Nah, I'm pretty sure, yeah. It's just, that's it. And then demon form's the same thing. And I remember this because the demon form thing, because I remember in Act 1, I was like, why does this say level 90? I was like, what the fuck? But it's the requirement for the level of the gem. That's all. We need Forbidden Flame, Flesh, and PoE 2 ASAP. We need a boss to kill that's fun enough to do that. Actually, you know what? I'm taking that back. I wouldn't say Searing Arctar's fun for me, so I take that back. Just put it in the game. Put it on Esh. Put it on his chest. Way to throw a wrench in my league start plans. What? How do you think I feel? Don't blame me for this shit. I'm out here fucking struggling just like everyone else, man. Dude, imagine if you went to sleep last night. Like right now you went to bed, right? Let's say you're working. You got a 9 to 5 or some shit like that. You went to sleep right before they announced this. You wake up at 6 a.m. You sleep 12 hours. You're like, dude, I had a fucking long day, Bo. But I got Friday off. I'm gonna play PoE. You wake up and you watch anybody's videos, not even mine. And you see, what? New Ascendancy? You see someone posted New Ascendancy 12 hours ago. And then the next hour you see an Ascendancy you've never seen build League Start guide or League Site idea. You know? And you're like, what the fuck? I went to sleep for 12 hours, a new Ascendancy was launched, and then this guy made a League Start guide for minions on this Ascendancy I didn't know existed? What the fuck just happened? That's stupid. That's just what happened. Some poor guy out there is a trucker, he's like, bro, I'm fucking trying to get home. And he's gonna wake up tomorrow, he'd be like, why does WAF have 2 videos about something that doesn't exist? And then you look at the video and you're like, Why is there Ascendancy that I didn't know existed? Like, it's fucking cooked, dude. Oh my god. Yeah, half the fucking comments on the video that I uploaded are like, this is not real, right? And it's just like, I don't know what to tell you, dude. It's fucking real. I don't know what to tell you. And we're sitting here cooking up 16 different ways to play something that we didn't know existed an hour ago. Or 4 hours ago now, I guess. Oh my god, I'm both excited and exhausted. Oh, shit. Did you see this? Let me see. Immortal mana stacking? Yeah. Unfortunately, I feel like some shit like this might get nerfed. So what's this guy cooking? Spell damage per mana? Sure, mana scaling, that makes sense. Mana regen, armor. Ooh. Armor mana? Wave Shaper increases reductions to mana regeneration rate, also applied to energy shield regen. Maximum mana's armor. Increases the reductions to mana regeneration rate, also applied to energy shield recharge rate. So you turn your energy shield recharge into mana. Mana regenerate if you've dealt a crit recently. Cannot regenerate mana if you haven't dealt a crit recently. So yeah, Night Skill, I use these. A lot of mana regen if you crit. CI. Mana. Armor ES. Armor ES. Dream Fragments now has increased maximum mana. So is the idea here you're going mana, you gain mana as armor, you can corrupt this to get like 70%? How much mana can you get in this game? Can you get like 10,000 mana, or are we talking like 7,000 mana? $7 to $10k mana overflow. Not sure how it interacts. I don't know how any how this shit interacts, dude. This shit is all over my head. This ain't PoE 1. I didn't know how fizz conversion worked until about 3 days ago, and I've played 1,000 hours in this game. It's like, what are we doing? Mana overflow. Is that the tree? I'm so bad with names, dude. I wish I could buff myself. Bro, that's not it. Mana overflow. Where do you get that from? Is that on the fucking... What, am I tripping? I know how those work. Why is it Kalari here? Crit? For crit weakness? Oh, that's why. He has armor. It's on an item? Oh. It's a fucking Abyss Timeless Jolt. Bro, I don't know how to look for that in PoEB. Like, what the fuck? PoE 2 wiki. God damn it. Mana remnants too. Shit is cooked. It's Kurgle? Okay. Is it this one? Mana recovery from regeneration overflows maximum mana 50% less mana regeneration rate. And that's fine if you have enough mana regen, right? So you can get overflow. So if you had 7k overflow, dude, what the fuck? Okay, and that would regen up. How much armor would you get though? Keep in mind, from all the studying I've done for the past week, because I was planning on playing Bear of Katava and I was going to play armor stuff, right? You realistically need at least bare minimum 20,000 armor before we can even have a conversation about it being really good. Now the good news, and here's the thing, this is really interesting because Extra armor. Where is it? Didn't he have it here? Increases the directions of mana regeneration, also apply to energy shield recharge rate. And you're doing this Ascendancy, right? So you could definitely do the minus, you could scale the recharge with this shit too, right? Because I mean, I know you have mana recoup and we have all that stuff, but you could also do, not, I mean, I know this isn't, but the fourth teaching, yeah, the -1 fourth teaching. Huh. You could lower your recharge to like instant. Or if you get hit, you can just use her skill to recharge you. The Navari one, this one. What the fuck is happening? It's interesting. It's interesting. What? The base armor on this is 100? No. That can't be true. Oh my god, the base armor on this is 200. What the fuck? Ew. This shit is gross. Ew, get this shit out of here. What the fuck? No, I get it. I get the idea. Armor, ES, mana. It just comes down to the numbers, right? If you can get enough armor, you have elemental damage taken as mana. I get the idea. And you have infinite mana regen. It's just one of those things where it's like I don't even know, can we even POV this stuff? I'd have to try it. Yeah. This is interesting. I'm really just curious about the final numbers, to be honest. I'm just curious, like, how much armor would you get? How much ES could you get? Interesting. Pretty interesting. That build versus mana siphon though. Stop it. Dying Hate's the most broken thing in the game. You can get a min-maxed one, 280% mana, or life recovery rate. Didn't this get nerfed? Or am I thinking of the other one? No, that's the other one. Dude, I don't do mana stuff. This is all new to me. I play Energy Shield, I play Minion. I play Bear. Mana stuff, huh? Well, that's not true. I did do mana stuff when it was busted and when you had that amulet that gave you, what's it, mana ES or some shit like that. Sure, I played that, but that was such a long time ago now. That may as well be ancient times. Bark skin could be fun too. This is interesting. I would love to see the final numbers though. You can get mana as armor on belt too. It's so hard to POV so much shit right now. You ain't long, dog. It's like one of those things where it's like the theory is so interesting. The reality is no idea, right? Somebody can sit here and try to do the math and plug it all in, but I know, like, my other problem is I've done POV stuff before where I'm like, oh, this looks good. And then I'll do it in game and I'm like, oh, this doesn't look right. And it's because POV just, maybe it had a bug, there was a number wrong, something was going on. And, you know, I ended up throwing away several divines. Not even a couple. It's just the nature of a new game. It is what it is. Yeah, keep this in mind though. This is cool. Fuck, what was I doing? Oh my god, I got sidetracked. Oh, well, this is where we left off, which was the fucking this shit. If not base ascendancy, I mean, look, I'm assuming this is not true. I don't think this is true. It has to be base ascendancy. It has to be. Maybe there's some cringe shit. Maybe it's like you got to do the second trial unascended or some dumb shit, whatever. But like, I refuse to believe it's genuinely going to be the last ascendancy. There's no way, dog. No, not this one. There's no way. I was hoping there would be a comment somewhere from GGG or something like that. No, of course not.
Varashta, a once great leader of the Maraketh. To this day has Jin under her command within the trial of the Sycamores. If you, sorceress, prove yourself worthy, Varashta may just release these Jin into your service.
You know what it is? What I bet happened is they had to make a character like level 90. I don't know, they teleported or maybe they made it so they could run through or whatever the fuck. They needed to get screenshots and they didn't want to just do it from outside the game. So what I feel like is that they made a character like level 95 or 100 or something like that. They took them, don't you fucking copy on me. I feel like they did the run and that they were at the end and they were like, oh, let's make it cool and like thematic. We're gonna click this unascended because we've already unascended. They clicked on this and they took the screenshot from there. You know what I'm saying? I feel like that's what happened. And they just took a screenshot and that's what they used for the thumbnail and stuff. Or not the thumbnail, that's what they used for this. I feel like that's what they did for this. Is that they took a screenshot and then they were like, okay, now give this to the Photoshop guy. All right, now we're gonna take this and put this all everywhere and move it all around and stuff like that. I feel like that's what had to happen because it's level 90. They show this. They probably just did this like 3 o'clock p.m. It's 10. They probably did it at 3 o'clock. They edit the video, they upload it, they double check it. That's what happened. That's my take. My take, it's a base ascendancy. They were just doing that for thematics. The intern had to go level a class real quick and get it to the thing. They were doing that. You can't change my mind. Every class will have 3 ascendancies. It's base ascendancy. I think it's base ascendancy. I think it's just in the game. I don't think it's like the Lich thing. Because like the Lich thing's not in the thing, right? It's hidden. It's separate. That is kind of crazy though if you think about it. That Witch / Sork are the ones who end up with the most ascendancies. And then Witch ends up with like a weird special ascendancy. Like what the fuck? It's favoritism. I'm okay with it. My waifu. Plus this ascendancy has nothing to do with the ball. Hey, you keep saying things that enforce my idea that it's base. Just keep doing it, cause I'm in. You wanna toot this? Then go for it. I'm not. This is not real. All right. Let me double check everything here. I think I have a plan. I think I got an idea. I think I've explored most stuff. I mean, look. What I like to do is I don't want to just rip off somebody else's idea or some other stuff from like Reddit. So usually what I do is I'll just go through my own ideas of what I want. And then I reinforce my idea. If like somebody else thought of this, and I'm like, okay, cool. It's a good idea. If it's not, or somebody else didn't think of it, I'm like, either 1, I'm a genius, or 2, I'm a fucking idiot. So... there we go. I don't know about this. I think I clicked on the Game Awards for 1 second. I heard that this rune was banned. I don't know anything about it. I ain't touching it, so I'm leaving it alone. Roa. Chilled ground. Frost genie. Is genie kind of sus calling them? They're djinns, right? They're not genies. Frostbolt Ice Nova. See? Reinforce my idea. I was thinking Frostbolt. I was thinking Ice Nova. Cool. Reinforce my idea. Sands of Silk. What the fuck? Oh my god, somebody did the math. Bro, this is over my head. Alright. Just scrolling. Just scrolling. Just trying to get some piece together some stuff real quick. Can't wait for someone to find Vol Oracle in 2 weeks. Oh my god, dude. I'm not touching it. I'll touch it on like maybe 3rd build, 4th build. I ain't touching it, but like start. You can't make me. Fuck that shit. If you take Oracle at level like 10 or 15, you're gonna have to sit here, right? You're gonna be in Act 1. You're like, where do I go? Oh my god, there's so much new stuff. You get your first Ascendancy, go Oracle, take the thing, sit here for another 3 hours. Where the fuck do I go? Shit. Oh man, this is crazy. It's like, bro, I ain't trying to do POB on day 1. I'm trying to play the game. So that's why I'm like, no, I'm not doing it. Fuck that. That's crazy. Hell no. There could be uniques, right? You can equip a focus while wielding a staff. There's so many unique focuses that I don't even know about. That could be so busted, right? Hold on. I didn't really give it that much. I just looked at a rare. You could definitely find a rare, or not a rare, a unique focus. What? Recharge rate, recharge. 20% of elemental damage from hits taken as chaos damage? What? It's really bad stats. You'd only be taking that because you could go CI. This is like a budget incandescent heart. Huh? I don't think this is good enough. Like, it's nice, but I mean, Djinns are untargetable. That's so crazy. The more I say dumb shit like this, it's like Djinns don't cost spirit. They don't cost mana. They have no life. They're invulnerable. Like, what the fuck? I don't see anything. No. Critical to spells. Oh, I mean, I think they nerfed this last league, right? But this was the crit weakness thing. But we have the Djinn now, so I mean, we don't even need that. She could just do it for us. Max lightning res, mana regen, Wrathpith, Omegal. I don't even know. I know it got nerfed. I don't even know how good it is. I seen it got nerfed and I was like, it's probably dead. You count as on low life, low mana, while at 35% of maximum life or below. Can't think of anything. Oh, and this thing. Spell damage per spirit. So there's really no unique ones. This one right here, this like fake incandescent heart one's kind of cool, but I mean, I figure you'd probably just take a rare focus, right? If any Ascendancy has a secret one like Lich, probably be a Blood Mage, Gemma Legionnaire. You're no wrong, but I don't know. I feel like it. No, they can't do it on. Man, I don't know. There probably is a hidden one, but. Djinn maxing my build in the future. I'm Djinn maxing right now. I'm Djinn maxing and you can't make me stop. Oh man, I need to drink water. I'm fucking, dude, what is happening? What? Okay. It's 10:30. Boys. Why is this in Russian? What the fuck? 12 hours, so it goes live in... Holy fuck, I can't do math. 11 a.m. for me. Yeah, 11 a.m. to me. Okay, so I got 12 hours. I want to throw together something. Being able to use Wrathpith with a staff that has Desecrated mod that gives 5 to 10 spell damage per 100 life is crazy. This dude's just spitting out a whole fucking Bible. I mean, sure. I'm focusing on the minion stuff, obviously. No shit. The minion guy. Or not the minion guy. Gazzy exists. But a minion guy. Oof. Yeah, I want to play minions. God damn, dude. I was so ready to fucking play. Oh, I was so ready to play bear. It's fucked up because the order they released this shit in too. This is what's so messed up. They released this first, which shoots me in the heart. Like, this shot me in the heart. If they did the reverse, I would have been like, oh shit, bear, fucking plants, you know? I'd have been like, cool. But they did the reverse. They pulled the Uno card, which fucked me, because that meant that this video didn't mean anything to me anymore. I was just kind of like, werewolf looks cool. Okay, yeah, I want to play bear. I'll play bear next week. I'm not playing bear anymore. I was thinking about this the whole time. Oscrix is the minion guy now. Gazzy got replaced. Man, I don't fucking... The minion guy's whoever people want to watch. That's the truth. Although Oscrix is really creative. What does a build even look like with gens? If we need spirit... Oh yeah, hold on. I wanted to look at the Wrathpith. How bad is it? Just double check. May as well look. Because I'm pretty sure it was fucking dead, right? Wrathpith. Non-channeling spells now have 3% increased coverage rate for every life. It's 5. It's pretty bad. 6% per 100 life, previously 10. It's definitely still usable, right? Like, what else are you gonna fucking use if you're life stacking, right? So yeah, being able to use Wrathpith, still good. Obviously, we're talking about self-casting here. And then you can run do they have abyss mods on this? I feel like they don't. Yeah, they don't, right? Alright, out of curiosity, because I am curious. Modifiers. You know it's serious when you gotta bust out the fucking POEDB. Yeah, staves, because quarter staves. You can get spirit on a staff? Why didn't I ever see that? Increase spell damage with spells that cost life. Increase spell damage per 100. So you can stack it. So you can remove the Wrathpith nerf. Right? So you can unnerf Wrathpith, and because you're wearing a staff, you'll actually have more damage than if you had just had a focus last league. Is that what I'm looking at? Am I correct in that? Or am I tripping? Probably start mana stacking recoup chrono, then swap to the Ascendancy if it's good. If it's good, how dare you? Blasphemy. Last league you were immortal with the mana recoup, but you got stuck in the King of the Mist tornado. Bruh. Wrathpith's a vol item? What the fuck? Is this build going to be cheap? Which build? One of these? One of the minion ones that I'm talking about? Or this stupid... this shit? This, I think this is going to be expensive to do this and get a good staff and do Wrathpith. Because even though Wrathpith's nerfed, what else are you going to do, right? It's not like they added a new thing. If you want to go crit, Wrathpith still is good for crit, good for health stacking. They pretty much killed the whole like life spending thing that was absolutely busted, but you could still do a normal Wrathpith build and just go life crit, right? And go, I mean, go anything. Go whatever Ascendancy you want. Obviously Blood Mage, but for what we're talking about and just doing this weird stacking shit, I mean, take your pick. Look at all these fucking things that you can take that would make this interesting, right? You can go recoup mana, take the focus thing, timeless jewel, and just be like, alright guys, I don't know what we're doing, but I got a staff, I'm wearing Wrathpith. Suck my dick. Oh shit. The minions with the new Sork Ascendancy. Minions, the way I set them up, yes, they are cheap. However you want to level them, whatever you want to level them with. Like when I'm gonna make a quick video at the end, kind of going over, because there's so many minion builds. Like, so for example, you could do werewolf minion shit, right? Cool, whatever. But if we're talking about normal classic minions, you have SRS. There's the new cultist archers. You have Vol Guards. I mean, I don't have these here because powered zealots are not Act 3 Spectre. But this is kind of like a best Spectre, quote unquote. I'm not talking about RF minions here. I don't know anything about the RF minion. I stopped playing PoE2 when RF minions got popular. That is genuinely an Osprix thing. He knows way more about that than I would ever. So I would look at that. But for me, I would probably say like powered zealots to use with the Jinn. But I mean, maybe, right? I don't know. I don't know how the weapon swap tech stuff ended up working out. If it got nerfed or not. Literally know nothing about it. I just know that the weapon swap thing was kind of things that's like one of those things where I didn't want to play it. Doesn't mean it's not bad. It doesn't mean it's not good. It just means I didn't want to play it. So you've got these in Act 3. These are all cheap. Vol Guards, dirt cheap. Cultist Archers, dirt cheap. Powered Zealots. Do I have a powered zealot setup? I have kind of like a budget-ish setup that I didn't do. Like I said, I was gonna make a guide for just generic skeleton archers, but I was like, kind of out of time. Do I really want to like last second it? Maybe, maybe not. And so I had this character. Oh, I had cultist archer set up. Yeah. But this is kind of like a budget-ish character with powered zealots, +2 amulet. +4, but it has good damage on it. You could take the damage off. This thing's usually not that expensive. You can just get a bad one. You know, this is just like generic minion shit. Get a high spirit roll. You don't even care about the res. Just make the res okay. You can get spirit stacking. Go Jinn. You can wear this gear and wear Jinn stuff, right? Fucking, I mean, how much ES do you want, right? I went for 12k. But if the Jinn shit's OP and you don't need Bones of Uller, then you could wear really high ES boots, right? This is just kind of like a generic card. This is a nerfed version too. This isn't even worth running. I tried it at the nerfed version. It's okay. I don't think it's worth doing, dude. You could wear a fucking different, but you can wear an Ingenuity or something. You know, like I don't know. I don't think this build's that good. Just put the reservation thing in the helmet. Just put the fries in the bag, dog. Werewolf of Varashta is going to be so good. I'm trying it. Does Wrathpith even work for the Jinns? They're not spells. No. We're talking about self-cast. So that's a different build. That's kind of wild. Yeah, that's a different build. That's like if you're going to self-cast, you could basically unnerf the Wrathpith, and then you gain a focus and a staff. So it's kind of like, you know, you could play the last league Wrathpith basically, even slightly better because now you have a staff on top of just a wand. That's the theory. That's what I was kind of throwing out there. Sounds good. There's RF Roa? That's gross. Get out. I want to see how the Jinn scales with consecutive casts. If you move around, it sounds OP, but I doubt it. Yeah. I think it's more... It sounds like bossing to me, but I'm not sure. The RF Roa's main issue is that the single target. This Ascendancy would fix that? Bruh. What the fuck? Stop it. I think it's silly that Druid and Shamans have no healing in this game. It's the only game I ever see that they don't. I mean, healing PoE, I don't know, dude. Check the mods. What you got? So Unborn Lich has a bunch of desecrating, increased desecrated. Oh, it's this thing, yeah. What does it get? Duration of elemental elements, cool. Magnitude of unholy might buffs you grant. You have unholy might. Unholy might buffs you grant. You have unholy might. Chaos damage, curse, chaos damage, explode. What? Fizz, bleeding. Hey yo. Foul emergence. Why didn't I ever see this? Oh my god, the neighbor's dog. Withered ground. Lightning damage well sprite. Oh, well sprites. Impale on spell hit. Oh boy. I've always wanted to try impale shit on spells. Cannot ignite Grizzly Spires. You can stack this with Wrathpith. I mean, there's so many stabs, but yeah, you can stack this with Wrathpith. You can do Fire, Chaos, Conversion, Explode, Wrathpith, Spell Damage, Stacking, Life Stacking, Spirit. There's nothing wrong with this. Feast of Flesh, recover life and mana when you consume a corpse. What the fuck? There's so many, yeah, there's so many options. And it's increased modifiers, right? Increased effect. So these would be even better. They're almost double. What the fuck, dude? Wait, 80% increased spirit would give you like genuinely pretty good spirit. I'm not. This is not for minions. I'm not thinking this for minions, by the way. I'm just thinking like if you were doing a Wrathpith build. Interesting. There's a lot of good mods here. A lot of good mods. A lot of good mods. Since the Jin has no cost, no stat requirements, you can use the Chober Chabber. Chober Chabber. God. I know it exists. I know what it looks like. If you ask me what it does, we ain't winning. Spirit increases reductions to minion damage also affect you. Put that note on the tree. Just do it. Just put that note on the tree. Just put it right here. Put it right there. Put it right there. And then I could go wolf and then scale minion damage and then do wolf minion scaling. Oh, Brit. I really don't like the way they're releasing the content like this. Everything should be ready 1 week before the patch. I guess I haven't said it anywhere. I think it's pretty clear what happened. PoE 1 kind of ate shit, and because of that, for me personally, because PoE 1 was a little underwhelming, I was hoping to be excited about it. I wanted to do a bunch of content stuff, like a bunch of Zero to Heroes, a bunch of just generic ideas, challenge modes, stuff like that. But the league was boring, and about 5 days in, it was still kind of boring. So I was kind of like, fuck, well, I'm kind of just going to play what I want to play, and I'm out of here, because this isn't that entertaining. Hopefully PoE 2 is good. PoE 2 is looking good. But it's pretty clear they probably sacrificed PoE 1 for PoE 2. I think that's what we're seeing here. It is what it is. Ugh. I'm trying to close the window so that the fucking neighbor's dog barking again. But yeah, that's kind of what I feel like happened. It sucks. Ice Wolf, Water Djinn seems like it might be good. Yeah, I'm thinking doing Wolf Freeze That's what we're doing right here. I'm thinking werewolf for the Act 1 plus. I'm going to try to do werewolf cold first. Gonna get Navira. We'll try to do the chill shatter. See if I can like jump in, pounce, cast her, blow up the screen. If it's kind of clunky or maybe I feel like I'm going to die, because I'm going to try to play some hardcore. We'll just switch to Frostbolt, Ice Nova, and then we'll do weapon swapping, and then we'll try her to blow up the screen again. If it works, cool, I'm playing that. If it doesn't work, then we've got the fire guy, right? We got so much shit. Fire guy, you can do fire stuff. You can try bear. We could do a bear fire guy. We could do the crit lady. The other plan is that you do both. So this is kind of what I'm thinking is maybe the strongest, is you do the Corrali and the Ruzon, so the fire guy plus the crit lady. They both have a base attack. So in theory, if they both have a base attack, she does crit weakness already, right? So she's already going to do some crit weakness stuff. So you just have her cast her base ability. The fire guy has exposure built in, thanks to somebody pointing that out. But he's got built-in exposure just for existing. So in Act 2, you could essentially have both of them exposed to the boss, crit weakness to the boss, and then just go straight for the crit nodes. And you have, I mean, whatever minion you want, right? You can do Volgars in Act 3 later on. In the early acts, you can just do SRS, whatever you want. You could essentially do crit chance stuff literally while leveling, though. And, you know, it's just right here, right here. The command nodes moved. It looks like the command node is right here. So you have your command node, your crit wheel. You can do all that in Act 2. You can literally have all that in Act 2. What the fuck? What is that? What's that? What is that? That's stupid. That's the thought. That's what I'm thinking right now. That's what I think is going to be the strongest. But this has 3,000 cold damage. I know it's level 20, but come on. Like, what are we doing? What the fuck is that? That just sounds funny, right? Fissures and stuff like that, so. Do Time Lost Jewels even have any good mods? Ooh! The problem with the Time Lost Jewels is getting the AoE. So, I mean, we're in a standard. Can I just... Time Lost... Sapphire... And... Can you do Radius? Is that something you can do in this game? How do you... There you go. So you can get a Time Lost. You have to get the mod that upgrades it to a large. And then you do this, like minions damage, energy shield, whatever you want. What is the line? Fucking Pee-wee 1. Minions deal 1 to 2% increased damage. Is it that one? God damn it. Yeah, so okay, here it is. It's this one. Okay, it's the small passive. Small passives grant minion damage. So in theory, you could do this, and these just get applied, right? So large, 2%, coverage the whole screen. Maybe you would want increased effect. Maybe you want increased effect of notable passive skills. Like, go down the list, right? You can get AoE, you can get minion AoE, you can get energy shield, you can get cast speed, you like... I guess it'd be easier to do this, right? So you can get all these in the theory, right? You put it here. The purple one is the AoE. So every node in this area that you're taking, because you're going to take the minion nodes, or you're going to take all this shit, they would all just give you extra nodes, extra stuff, right? They just all add up. In theory. Pretty busted. Super endgame, right? Super endgame. But it's a thought. It's a thought. But yeah, I mean, I'll mention this because I'm gonna make a minion idea, obviously, but I will talk about just generic ideas, of course. Like, we got to do something. But for me, for focusing on minions, this is kind of all the crazy shit. I think what makes me think that this Ascendancy, I guess to sum it up, is why I think this is so strong. Besides just like, oh, the new stuff. If we just take a step back and kind of just analyze it, the reason I think it's so strong is because there's not just one way that this could potentially be very strong, right? You have 4 points that you can make one minion really strong, right? He has a bunch of skills, you can do that. Maybe he sucks. Okay, well, you have a defensive one with recoup and a backup plan. She can enable an entire different style of playing with recoup, and then this person whether you're playing minions or not, she gives you crit weakness. You just channel, boom, crit weakness, right? She's got a bunch of damage, looks pretty good. Worst case scenario, you're like, I don't even want to do the minions. You have these, right? And it's like, these are so strong. So that's why I'm like, this Ascendancy is crazy, because no matter where I look, I see something that's strong on every single area. But like, what if it's not a base Ascendancy? We cry. I really hope they announce it, or just a tweet, something that they're like, yeah, by the way, guys, you can choose this Ascendancy at level 25. Don't worry. I was planning to play the Druid like the others, but suddenly they showed up the new Ascendancy. Now I'm more interested in the Sork than the Druid. That is weird. You're not wrong. I still think Druid is really exciting. I think it's going to be super fun. I think the thing that's interesting is that we can still do the Druid stuff, right? Because you don't need to play a Druid. And I think a lot of people probably came to the same conclusion that Shaman and Oracle doesn't look appealing because it's just too much, right? Like, what the fuck are we doing here? We don't want to look at the PoE passive tree for 6 hours while we're in Act 2. There's that one. Shaman is very niche. It has rage, spellcasting, some defensive layers. It's a very niche one. It has a cool spirit node. So it's good, right? In a sense of like, if you want to play that style, it could be good, but I think a lot of people want to play a different style. So they kind of seem a little niche right now. Oracle feels like it's going to be an endgame Ascendancy, which kind of makes me personally feel like Druid's sick. I want to play Druid, but not as my first character. You know, I want to play a bear warrior. I want to play werewolf minions or werewolf monk. And I think that's kind of the sucky thing, is that the shape-shifting stuff being global makes it so like, yeah, Druid, you know, he's okay. But what Druid added to the game seems to me more interesting than the actual Druid, which is weird. It's almost like they're a separate thing where I'm like, Druid's, you know, he's a new Ascendancy, he's a new class. But this shape-shifting stuff combined with this new Ascendancy, hey, this looks pretty cool, right? So that's kind of for me where it's kind of like, I'm excited for Druid, but this is more my jam. They're both bad. If Bear, play Warrior. If Wolf, play Tactician or Amazon. If Wolf, go Minion, play, well, I was going to say Lich, but I guess this. If Wyvern, play Pathfinder. I'll agree with that one. I think Pathfinder looks really fun for Wyvern. Haven't played PU1. Is there any Ascendancy that is only available later? Yeah. Squid gotcha. Nope. Only a new thing to PoE2, yeah. And then this one. This one's probably fine for Wolf 2. Yeah, I think this one's fine. I think you could do... I think there's a lot of cool stuff, crit, right? Like, I think let's say you're playing melee Wolf. Yeah, you're a Sork. This is kind of a weird area to be in, but, you know, you still have some elemental damage shit here. You could just get out of the area, go this Ascendancy. You're next to Druid. Who fucking cares, right? And let's say you just play Wolf. You could freeze. Use her to cast crit weakness or some shit. Boom. Blow it up, right? You got Wolf minions. You've got all this shit that you can do weird stuff with. You can mana recoup Wolf stuff. Now, what's funny is that I'm planning a build that we've never played with another Ascendancy that we've never played that don't necessarily, like, I don't even know, like, I'm doing weird shit with my hands. Like, I don't know, like, they, like, don't, it's like the sun and the moon, and we're kind of just smacking them together. But yeah. Yeah, I'm pretty excited. I think this is it, though. I think I've got my plans here. I mean, this is the best I can come up with when I have fucking 12 hours. Yeah, with 12 hours, this is the best I can come up with, is this shit. Act 1, Gem Trick for gold, get gear, meal the talisman instead of werewolf. That's the plan. So we can do wolf, bear, level 1, Act 1, ideally. And just do that. Once you get to Act 2, you can be doing wolf, bear, whatever the fuck, throw in some minions or whatever, who cares? Maybe don't do minions if you don't want to in Act 1, it really don't matter. Werewolf, cold damage, go for Navira, sounds fun. Backup plan, Frostbolt for chill. Any of the other ones, fire damage, the fire guy for clear, plus generic minions. Single target, using any minions. Backup plan, if those aren't great, just go normal minions and then use these guys, use Kalari and then Ruzan. worst case scenario, for whatever reason, if you wanted, you could do just the classic minions, skeleton archers, SRS, ED contagion if you wanted to. Skeleton archers for single target, because they're still really good for single target regardless. SRS. You got werewolf wolves. You can do the fire dude or the fizz lady. Cultist archers got buffed. Keep that in mind, because you get access to cultist archers with race specters before you do Volguards. So even if you wanted to just do minions and Volguards, cultist archers do exist, so I want to try them. But I know they're a new minion, so I might just mention this on the off cuff, because it's a new thing, right? And then in Act 3, you get full access. Volguards, cultist archers. You could go Volguards, go fire, do bear, wolf stuff. If Sork Ascendancy existed, right? The best Spectre in the game. I still think Powered Zealots are probably the best Spectre in the game if we're not talking RF. Like, I didn't play RF, so I'll just mention this, but I'll put this in the, like, the best Spectre. Powered Zealots or RF. You can pick one if you want the best one. Screen clarity. So Volguards got nerfed, but it wasn't a nerf in the sense of they lost damage. It's a nerf. It's a nerf and a buff. The visual clarity for them should be better because they won't ignite all the ground now. So it's going to be more like Skeletal Arsonist, where they just throw it and hit the ground. So Volguards should actually not be the worst fucking thing in the world. They should be okay, like good enough to get you going, and you can go from there. And then yeah, Powered Zealots are still really strong. Cultist Archers. And then they have the other Spectres, but I haven't ever tested those Spectres before. I tested Cultist Archers more than I did the other ones, so that's why I got these here. But there's plenty of other Spectres that could work too. Or in a worst case scenario, this is what I did. You can do Skeleton Archers. I like Skeleton Archers. They're great. Skeleton Archers just rely on new minions for clear or single target. And yeah, Skeleton Archers can get you the tier 15 maps and everything. The only thing Skeleton Archers struggle with is just like max level Zesht. Here's the thing. Skeleton Archers will stack really well with the Fire guy. Because with Skeleton Archers, you want to wear a Fire Flower and a Sun Splinter. So if you do Fire Flower plus that, you could stack both of them together. Now the downside is that you don't get plus general minions on your amulet, so you're really all in on the Fire guy. So I'm not sold on that because this lady and the Cold lady seem so much better, so you're not getting plus minions on your amulet, which could be bad. But stacking Skeleton Archers fire damage rate with this guy who's got fire as well could be cool, right? We'll see. Maybe this guy does good single target with like this thing right here, runes, limit 21 runes. I'm assuming each rune does that much damage. Fiery tornado, like who knows, right? This could be really good. Not sure. So for bossing, maybe we can try the pure fire setup too. That's a plan. Don't know if it's good. It's a plan though. Hey, I'm cooking. I'm cooking. It might be burnt. Might be burnt pizzas. I burnt pizza. I burnt a piece of pizza earlier when I was fucking looking at that Ascendancy, dude. Oh, so mad. I threw that shit in the trash. Oh, it's so sad. Tragic. But yeah, Skeleton Archers are completely fine. Or yeah, new minions to fix whatever you want. I'm trying to think what else. What else am I missing? Did they nerf ants too? Yeah, ants are dead. They're not nerfed. They're deleted. Absolutely. Getting back into PoE 2 playing hardcore SSF. Starting as a new source for hardcore SSF? Oh, okay. Like, you do whatever you want, dude. You tell me, hey, you're gonna do backflip off a truck. I'd be like, hey man, that's your choice. You want to do that? Knock yourself out, dog. How do I, if I think it's good or bad? I don't fucking know, dude. I'm playing hardcore, normal hardcore, because I would like to trade for at least a few items, right? And have the thrill of going to 1 HP and living. I'm not doing SSF. Nope. No thank you. I keep forgetting that we're going to use other minions together with Jins. Exactly. Isn't that weird? You think, oh, just Jins, and I'm like, well, these guys, they don't cost spirit. They don't cost spirit. They just have command skills. You just put in bidding or biting. What is this fucking thing? bidding, biting, bidding. Bidding, put this in, there you go. You lower their cooldown, they have their own separate thing. You could put muster with them as well. How does muster work? What is the wording on this? Is it persistent minions or what? Support skills which summon minions. Supported minions deal more damage the more different kinds of reviving minions you have summoned. Okay, so Djinns will gain more damage from undead minions, but they will not. Yeah, this is why I was like, are they undead or not? Or reviving minions? Skeleton archers are reviving. But these guys don't die, so they're not reviving. So they could still benefit from muster, right? Like they can get the benefits from muster, but they won't contribute to muster getting more damage. Which just means you're going to do the typical thing we do here, where you run just generic random shit. You can throw in a cleric, right? Clerics are cheap. You throw in one skeletal storm mace to try to get shock, because nice. Throw in a brute for intimidate. We always, you know, intimidate's really bust in this game. Because doesn't this? Yeah, intimidate is a debuff that inflicts 10% increased damage taken and 10% reduced damage dealt. That's so crazy. So yeah, one brute, Tekrod's Revenge. I mean, I don't know, I'm not going to really have a gem setup. I'll just have general gem setup, because that's going to be mostly for me, right? Of just like this shit, right? Just elemental armory, meat shield, stuff like that, but I don't know what to link with the new minions. I have no idea. If you have a fire minion, put fire stuff on it, right? Like AoE. Generic. Yeah, this is just a generic. Yeah, this is like 90% of minion builds all look like this. Minion Unearth is just for the, where is it? This node here, because 30% damage is nice. That's it though. And then a skeletal sniper. You can run one skeletal sniper. And then you've got the Djinns. The Djinns. Yeah. Just realized you can get faster energy shield recharge on time loss jewels. You might actually get the cooldown to near 0. That's stupid. That's good, but that's stupid. Can't tell if that's, hold on, I hear something. I think that's either my neighbors or is that family? I think that's neighbors. No, that's family. We're good. I'm looking like I'm looking at the comments to see if anybody has anything cooked. Yeah. Some people are cooking, but it's funny. A lot of people are cooking, but a lot of people are kind of just saying stuff that we've kind of theory crafted here. It's funny. It's just funny how that works. Dude, I gotta stop doing this. I keep pressing buttons and it's breaking everything. Okay. I think I can't really, I'm trying to think, like, is there anything I'm missing? Is there anything I haven't thought of? Is there any minions? I think, Waff, you've done so much minion practice over the last 7 days. Is there anything that you're missing right now that would make this more interesting? I think we've kind of touched everything without going and casting. Like, if I don't want to actually do damage myself, that's the problem, right? I'm really avoiding trying to do damage myself, besides just utility, like Chell, Frostbolt, stuff like that, to empower Navira. I can't think of anything. Because the Race Spectres got nerfed, Frozen Mandibles are gone. You're probably just going to want to use Volguards because they did get buffed in the sense that they're going to be less cringe. Let me double check that. Because I didn't read that patch note. Volguard. Volguards, which throw oil and explosive grenades, now have an 11-second cooldown on their oil grenade. So, Volguards, which throw oil and explosive, because there is the one Volguard that only throws one. They have an 11-second cooldown on their oil grenade. It used to be 2 seconds, which would break their AI. So that fixes their AI. And I think the oil just is exposure, which we don't even care about, because this fucking dude has exposure built in. So oil, yep, exposure, and oh, it was only 10%. Yeah, so it still works. He'll still do it. You'll still get the benefit, but it's just going to be like once or twice per boss fight or whatever. So if you have these guys going to the campaign, you know, cool. But you can just utilize their grenades, and instead of them alternating back and forth, they should be even better now. So Volguards are looking good. If Cultist Archers suck, I'm thinking Volguards at this point then, because if they're not as cringe with their visual clarity, they're still fine. They usually fall off though. Eventually they're kind of like, eh. So Volguards could get you to the campaign pretty easily. I'm not a big fan of powered zealots in the campaign or early maps. My problem with the things too is I don't think they're amazing for clear either. Here, I'm just chilling right now. Fuck. Damn, I don't remember. Extravine. I knew it was over there. Alright, let me I don't know if I had a weird setup, but it feels like their clear is good, but it's not that good. It's fine. Their single target's amazing though. But if we don't care about single target, then we more care about AoE. If we care about AoE, Cultist Archers are probably better for AoE. Volguards aren't the worst for AoE. They're a little slow though. I think Skeleton Archers are competitive though, if you have strong enough Skeleton Archers, because they really fuck shit up. It's just every now and then you'll run into like a rare mob or something like that, or a lot of density. But if you have the Djinns helping you, or werewolf minions alongside your bullshit, that might not be a problem, where they can kind of punch through the big thick packs. They also reduced minion density, technically speaking. So when you get overwhelmed, because I was running Gamble Shot, might not be a problem anymore either. Because the Skeleton Archers, they would struggle when there was like 25 Abyss monsters. But if there's a slightly smaller density, they'd be able to punch through the minions easier. Wouldn't be a problem. Worst case scenario, use the Fire Guy. Fire Guy, launch, boom, blows them up. Could do that. Run Volguards. Who cares? Powered Zealots are okay. I don't know. I gotta disenchant. This is a... I wouldn't say this is like an end game. This is like a mix. I set up this character in standard. It's kind of a mix between end game and like not completely OP. The ES is a bit high, but it's like it's +2 helmet, +2 amulet with spirit, not +3. No +2 shield. This is probably a little bit better of a scepter. +4+ damage is kind of high, but you know, +4 scepter. And I mean, this is whatever. These aren't even that good. And then yeah, Bones of Valor. Ventur's is really good, but you can get a Ventur Spirit. It's nothing. It's definitely like closer to endgame than it is budget. Bone Storm was a good spell. I've tried with Bone Storm a lot. Assassin Jin's gonna obliterate bosses. I mean, I'm thinking so too. The Legendary Gloves with increased crit chance but kept crit damage are probably gonna be good early maps. Yeah, but I think that's... Aren't those really good for, I think people were cooking that was going to be good for Oracle with the inevitable crit thing, where you get guaranteed crit, and that sets your crit chance to 250 or some shit like that. Zealots are the ones with the lightning pikes? Yeah, I mean, they're... Hold on, I'll get them set up here in a second. I just kind of want to, like, play with them for a second to think about how I feel about them. Because my problem, personally, is that I don't want to play with powered zealots. But it's not because I think they're bad, it's just because I have bad eyes, and they kill my eyesight. But that doesn't mean other people won't be okay with them, right? Just because I don't want to play with them doesn't mean they're not really strong. They're still insane. But I'm not sold that their clear is that good. So I think it was Wild Shards, Pierce, XL, Feeding Frenzy, and then Muster. And then I'm doing extra chaos stuff. I only want one of those. Yeah, it's kind of scuffed, but whatever. Let's just do a random map. Sure. Temp chains, that's going to be annoying, but whatever. I just want to see, am I cooked with powered zealots, or am I tripping? I feel like their AoE is not as good as I remember. Oh, these are the wrong ones. These are the... Yeah, those are the wrong ones. Motherfucker. Malagaros doesn't work with the inevitable? It was in the notes? Oh, okay, yeah. I just read the fucking people on Reddit that were theory crafting. So, Spectre Powered Zealot. This one costs 50. Yeah, we want the one that costs, was it 65, 70 something? Alright, let me lock in, because I only got a couple more hours of energy left, and I gotta figure out what I want to say. Sit up in the chair for one more time. I can't believe today happened. I'm excited, it's just like... How? What? Am I tripping? No. Did I grab the 50 one? No, 55. 50. Huh? $55. Yeah, okay. Fuck me. Jesus Christ, I'm tired. God. Fucking hell. I don't want to drink coffee because I want to go to bed. If I drink coffee now, I'm fucked. So I definitely don't want to do that. There we go. Wild Shards, Pierce, XL, Feeding Frenzy, Muster. Let me double check that Wild Shards didn't get nerfed, right? Yeah. Alright, let's just mess around real quick. My problem with powered zealots is they're insane for single target. But I just don't feel like they're that good for clear. Dude, what am I doing wrong? I'm tired, game. If it's a powered zealot with 55... I'm too tired for this shit. This is so dumb. I just want to look at some powered zealots for a couple seconds. Why is this so fucking hard? Fucking first world problem right now. Okay. Maybe I should just wait until I see a spark. See a spark and then I'll fucking summon it. Jesus Christ. You don't summon spark. You don't cast spark. You don't cast spark. Am I tripping? I thought the powered zealots were the ones that... What? But he casts a spark. What the fuck? Dude, I feel like I'm fucking high. Oh no, those are the ball lightning guys. That's what it is. Yeah, that's ball lightning. That's spark. Oh my god. There we go. Jesus Christ. Okay. I just want to do a map with these fucking guys for 1 second, just to figure out if their clear is good enough for me to, like, move them up or down. Okay. For the fucking third time. Wild shards. Pierce. XL. Feeding Frenzy. Muster, and then de-acceleration, and oh, we don't care about all this shit. All right. So my problem with powered zealots is it's not that they don't do a lot of damage. It's that you kind of wait for their clear to work, right? Like the sparks need to go far. Do you run duration when mapping? Because the duration is pretty short. Because it feels like they're not great for mapping with the setup I have. It's like the damage is good, but on top of screen clutter, the sparks are just so slow. Like I feel like I like Volguard, or yeah, well I think I'd prefer Volguards over this. I think Cultist Archers are going to be better, hopefully, but oh my god, what am I looking at? Jesus. Ugh. I hope Cultist Archers are good, I'll tell you that much. This is my problem with them, is like these right here, these little fucking sections are so annoying. Can't remember. Isn't there a button to command minions? I've been on 3. Oh, that's funny. Oh no, wait, yeah. Never mind. There we go. Alright, hold on. Let me see if we can command them. Make them feel good. If you command them, do they start doing better AI shit? Because this is my problem with them. This is why I kind of prefer Volguards a little bit. Yeah, they ran through. It's not that bad, I guess. Ugh. I mean, temp chains is really not helping, but yeah. It's just that the damage they do is kind of delayed as well. This character doesn't have max reses because it was a thrown together character from standard. It's just not fast, man. You could throw in some Jins or whatever, but it's like these ugh, I don't like them, dude. I just don't like them. I think I'll just do Volguards or Skeleton Archers. Either or. That's the backup plan. Backup plan, yeah. We'll just do Volguards. Volguard, Skeleton Archers. Go with the classic. These guys are the... I'll recommend these guys if you really want to just blow up a boss, right? Like, I don't want to go get the Breach Splinters or whatever, but I have a clip of them. This setup with this gear, they blew up the max difficulty session in like 10 seconds. They're just really good for single target. Their mapping is... it's just so mid. The projectile speed's slow. It's just... yeah, it's not that good. Okay. And let me do a last second test, because I know Cultist Archers, I keep yapping about them, but I don't know what to... I'd like to figure out what I'm going to put on them a little bit. Because with Volguards, we already know. That's a classic Minion. I can't remember how AoE worked with them. Oh man. T-minus 12 hours. I feel like my chest is heavy. Fuck. Okay. Alright. Finish this, and then I'm going to... oh, there's 60 spirit, wow. They buffed some other specters. I guess I can mess around with those too, but only if they look good. Okay. So, I think these will be the new best specter, hopefully. There's something interesting about them though. Muster, Feeding Frenzy. My question is how do you scale them? I think, if I remember correctly, I'm pretty sure AoE works on them. Oh god. Somebody should have fucking organized this. I don't remember if this works on Spectres. I can't remember if they let you link that or not. Okay, let's... yeah, you can't. That sucks. What else would you even put on them? They do chaos damage. How much do they do though? Is it Fizz Chaos? Is it converted? Base chaos damage. Fizz to chaos. Okay, that's fine. 2 arrows. Would multi-shot work? Is it like PoE 1? I can't remember. I fucking hate this. I did this test like when they first came out, when we had Spectre. I did this test and I can't remember what I did. and then snipe. We just care about this. All right, let's try multi-shot. Let's see what happens. No, I'm not gonna have multi-shot. Is there level 2? What the hell? Oh, man. Yeah. Okay, that should work, yeah. So in theory, I'm thinking it's like Toxic Rain, where you get like more arrows, quote unquote, and it would make it bigger. And I don't know what the fuck to do in the last one. Maybe an Olnatol's extra Chaos Fizz or something like that, who knows. But yeah, the biggest problem with these guys is the cooldown, but they're buffing the cooldown. So if their cooldown is more reliable, it should be fine. I think I have the cooldown. Yeah, I have the cooldown node. But I want to see how big the AoE gets. Oh, they need rapid attacks. For sure. Oh, that was gross. Yeah. And the problem is the cooldown, so you have to sit here and wait for them to cast the cooldown, and then they cast snipe instead. But yeah, in theory, these are what I think will be the new meta. As long as their cooldown is lowered, they could hopefully blow up the entire screen. Could probably run like less duration too to make this pop quicker, if that's an option. But yeah, it's just a cooldown thing. That's all you need. You just need the cooldown to be good. So these are the option that I'm thinking will be better. But yeah, look at that. You just gotta wait around for fucking... I think I looked at the cooldown. The cooldown's like 8 seconds, and you only can lower it by 20% on the tree. So if they cut this down to like 4, 3, maybe 3 probably, could be something. They do tons of damage though. I mean, they just blow up rares and shit. But yeah. So I'll try these in Act 3. There's definitely potential. We'll see though. What other specters did they do? This sucks. I wasn't planning on leveling specters or playing specters on Least Art. So fucking here we are, dude. Each act and then game variants for the details which must have been posted later. Frost Wraith, lowered specter cost, reduced cooldown. Frost Wraith were the ice shot guys. These were not bad. I remember testing them. It was a projectile, it had an explosion, they froze on hit. You might be able to do like chill with them. Oh, what if you have cold minions instead? Like these do your chill. Is there any chill supports in the game? Can you like explode the chill out? Type in chill. That's how you fucking, yeah. Cold exposure, deep freeze. Cold freeze. Frost Nexus. It's a new support. Supporter skills create chilled ground for 8 seconds when they freeze an enemy. If you ran Frost guys, these guys froze everything. Like they froze everything on hit, I remember. It's a generic projectile though, but if you can get more of them, more projectiles. In fact, I think I have a video showing them. Let me see. Was it Volgards? I think this is my Volgards video. Yeah, it was this video. I think there was those guys. Come on, past me, do the work. These are the ball lightning guys. Oh yeah, those were those guys. Those were cool. Lightning beam, fire beam. Those guys sucked. Here they are. These are the frost wraiths. Not those. Oh no, these aren't the frost wraiths. Are these are it that guards. Oh, these aren't them. Fuck, I was thinking of it that guards. What the fuck are frost wraiths? Ah, shit. Oh, I don't think... Did I not test frost wraiths? Shit. Frost wraith. Yeah, damn it. New Ascendancy looks really cool. You were sold on bear. I was sold on bear too. I still want to play bear. I still will play bear. I will not play bear on League Start though. You still awake? I'm doing some last second experimentation because there's not going to be something worse than me sitting here in Act 3 and being like, yeah, I want to try Volgards. And then I go try Cultist Archers. I'm like, oh yeah, these were pretty cool, but maybe not as good as I thought. Then I go play Volgards and I'm going to be like, yeah, I got new Jin stuff. It's cool, but I'm using Volgards. This is kind of cringe. And then I'm going to go back and I'm going to be like, what did they buff in the patch notes? And I'm in Act 3 and instead of progressing, my dumbass is going to be like, but what if one of these minions are good? So I'd rather do it now than later. Because if I do it now, I can answer the question. I don't give a shit about the rest of these guys. Ferrodin Impaler. I think I know which one that was. It was cool, but it was kind of... It'd have to be really better. It's fizz based. It did bleed stuff. Bramble Hulk, Skeletal Reapers, Cultist Archers, improved monster AI. Sounds fucking good. Quadrilla maybe. But the Quadrillas were really clunky. And then the Volgards. So, Frost Wraith, I want to try, because they're Frost, and I want to see if there's a chill minion besides just skeletal freeze guys. Anyone got a good idea of leveling build to start with? Not trying Druid. Well, it depends on what do you want to start with, right? Do you want to try Sork? If you want to try Sork and all this bullshit, and you don't even care about minions, I mean, you could do Essence Drain Contagion. That's classic spellcasting. Struggles in Act 2, but once you get Dark Effigy, the little totem thing, it's pretty good. Cemetery of the Eternals. Oh, it's this one. It's in Act 1. It is this one. Come on, lock in. Fuck. You gotta go to bed soon. Shit. God damn. Alright, these are the last things I'm testing, and then I'm gonna take a break, talk to family, eat something, and then I'm gonna put together all of these thoughts I've done for the last 3 hours and try to make it a comprehensive video that will go live before League launch, because that's the fucking state of the game today. Just to put my ideas somewhere of what we're doing, because fuck it. God, how did today happen? I thought today was going to be such a boring day. Genuinely. I woke up today and I was like, you know what? Probably play Druid. Hopefully it's good. Hopefully it's fun. And I'll start doing some content stuff because the end game's a little dull. So I was thinking about shit like that. And here we are today. And I'm last second changing everything because they released a new Ascendancy that not only looks busted, it's a Minion Ascendancy. How the fuck did today happen? And why is it a sword? I still can't get over that. Alright, let me see. I know they do a projectile, but I want to see, what does it look like? Can I chill with it? Oh, it's these guys. Did that say spooky? Frost Wraith, spooky cold. What the fuck are we doing? Oh, that's funny. Spooky Wraith projectile. Base crit chance of 7. Deals cold damage. Base deal no damage. Attack action or cast time uses animation length. Cold damage, basis projectile. Ghost explode. What the fuck is this? It's got a cooldown of 7 seconds though. So they just do cold damage. It looks like it has a pretty big AoE. But it's just a spell. Can you put AoE on them? The problem with these guys is, how am I gonna tell if what I'm doing is doing anything? How do? I think the problem with these guys is that their spirit cost was too high. What is it, 65 or 75? 75. That's crazy. When like powered zealots and Volgards were like 50. Like what the fuck? I'm gonna do a quick map real quick. These are the last guys I'm gonna test though. The rest I'm kind of like, I already know. I know quadrillas are cool, but you know, unless they cut the spirit cost in half or something like that, I'm not sold that. They'll be unbelievable. Playable. I'm not sold if they'll be unbelievable. Unbelievable. You know, I never finished Baldur's Gate. I thought I would. You think I'd do it? I said it like 6 months ago. 6 months later, I still never finished Baldur's Gate. They do be freezing. And they're releasing this AoE thing. That's their cooldown, I'm assuming. What would you run on the Ascendancy? Hybrid minion caster, pure minion build, CDR command passes, Blood to Fall full minion build. Buddy, we've been working on it. We've got ideas. We've got theories. We've got backup plans on top of backup plans on top of backup plans on top of stupid backup plans. We've got Werewolf, Chill, Shatter. We've got Pure Command. We've got both. We got Crit. We got Specters. And I need to just form all of this into coherent sentences and make a video when I'm exhausted and ready to go to bed. But yeah, the current idea is that you just play normal minions because the gens do not cost spirit, right? They don't need to be tanky. You don't care about them being tanky. You can save points on the tree and go for Specters or Skeleton Archers, whatever you want, realistically. You can fill in any minion you want in the game that you want to run. Volgards, Powered Zealots, whatever you want. Once you get strong enough minions, you do not need this wheel over here. You can save points. Well, the gens give crit, they give exposure, they give so much stuff, right? So I'm thinking you can go crit. Scale your spirit like normal, you can play a pure minion build. Genuinely should be completely fine. The tree is going to look a little scuffed. This is just like minion or werewolf stuff. But outside of this, you're probably going to go over here. There might be some druid minion stuff, so it's kind of like whatever. But this is like your base, just generic minion thing. If you want to run the crit lady, you want to run the fire guy. This is some just generic bullshit. Ignore this. The command wheel they changed. The command wheel's here now. So in Act 2, you could in theory have 60% cooldown reduction on your command skills. You do this, you have that, and then you throw in whatever you want. Fall guards, cultist archers, SRS, whatever minion you want. You have the gen stuff clean up. If you have good clear speed, use the Fizz Lady probably, it looks like, or the Fire Guy, but I'm assuming the Fizz Lady to do single target for bosses. You got great single target because maybe you're using skeleton archers or Vol guards or whatever, but you want better AoE. Okay, run the Fire Guy, right? That's kind of what we're looking at. Spam command skills, use whatever generic minions you want. Right now I'm just testing theory because I already have everything else ready to go mentally. So I'm kind of like, you know, last second, if they buff this Spectre, what is it going to look like? Is it going to be good? Is it not going to be good? Is there anything here? Looks okay. The projectile's pretty slow. They chill. You can run Frost Nexus. That's what I was thinking. I want to see if there was a cold minion that could just shoot out projectiles real quick. And then we could just have Frost Nexus chill and make chilled ground. And it's like they shoot out, they chill. We use her, blow up the screen when she casts the fissures. What are they buffing for these guys? Spectre class, reduced cooldown. So they're lowering the cooldown of the explosion they do, the little mini AoE. So they're not buffing this projectile necessarily. They're just making it so we can have more of them. So let's say we could have 2 more. Instead of 6, I have 8. Would that change anything right now? I don't think so. Like, I don't think having more of these guys is necessarily going to make them competitive. I mean, I'm not saying I even have the best, you know, setup. I don't know what I'm doing. But I don't know. Right now, I can't quite see it. Their clear speed's not great. I mean, like imagine right now I'm casting gens, right? I'm using Fire Guy. Boom, Fire Guy. Fucking. Oh, I'm getting hit. Oh, fucking. Water Girl. Oh, Fizz Guy. Fire Guy. These guys ain't doing shit. I think these guys suck. I don't think they're going to be good next patch. I thought they were going to buff their projectile, but it doesn't look like they are. In which case, nothing. Is the Lightning Wraith just the same thing? Lightning Bounce, Shock, Chain. They have Arc? What are they buffing? Lowered Spirit Cost. Okay, hold on. Wait a minute. Huh. Sounds good. It's gonna play Stormreaver anyway. You can just respuck if it sucks. How dare you? Mausoleum of the Praetor. Yeah, I don't think these guys are it. We already have good minions and stuff, but you know, why not experiment a little bit? I'll do one more. And I'm done. And I'm gonna force myself to stop. I know I said that last time, but I mean it this time. Oh, how the fuck did we go from a chill day to this? Well, you know what? I'll take it. I guess I'll take a panic day like this than just a boring day. Well, at least he looks cool. 84? Brother, yeah, cut that down to fucking 60. Jesus. At least with these guys I can actually tell, right? It's like, yeah, if I had 3 more of these guys, would it matter? And I think the answer could potentially be yes, so we'll give this guy a try. They're not buffing his damage, right? So we'll see. Or maybe they did buff the damage. What was the wording on this? Let me see. What was the wording? What were you guys cooking? Buffed summon specter variants of certain monsters in each act and their endgame variants. Further details on which monsters have been adjusted will be posted separately prior to release. Dude, you can only have 5. That's pretty brutal. They just have arc. Is this the new season? No. The new season's in 10 hours? 11 hours? Something like that. Just doing some last second panic research. Lightning bounce. Spell projectile. Projectiles from users trigger damage. That's it. It has no AoE scaling on it. But why can I put AoE in here? Does it have like arc where the arc explodes? Is it just not listed or something? Oh, it's a projectile, it's not arc. Wait, it said it bounced. Bounce on it. Bounce on it crazy style. Well, it fucking hits hard as shit, I'll tell you that much though. Is this not the lightning wraith? There's only one lightning wraith. Projectiles from user triggerable damage. Chains 10 times. Pierces all targets. Does this not work the way it's supposed to or something? It doesn't look like it's chaining. Yeah, I'm not sure why it's not chaining. It's doing something. See, here's the problem. Here's the question, right? I'm looking at this guy did the setup. I don't know his name. I know this guy did the I think he's done the minion stuff, but I'm sitting here looking at this and I'm thinking, if he had 3 more, right, instead of 6, let's say he had 8, 9, do I think anything changes about his clear speed? I feel like the answer is no. I feel like having 3 more would not necessarily increase the clear speed a ton. Is it bad? No. It's not bad clear speed. Is it good? Yes, it is good clear speed. Is it better than cultist archers? It's about the same. Pretty cool. Hey Waff, help me decide between Shaman, Smith of Katava, or Titan for pure bear shenanigans. This dude coming in here asking about pure bear when I'm over here talking about minions. No. It depends on what do you want. You know, what do you want? If you want to be tanky, I think you should go Smith of Katava. If you want to go straight for endgame, I think you do Titan. I think if you wanted damage, I think you could do Warbringer into Titan. personally, because I think Warbringer has, you know, extra armor on his chest piece, extra slam stuff. So I think Warbringer's a mix of trying to get a little tanky, but also doing damage. The problem with Titan is Titan's all end game, right? He's all beef. You want to be like level 95. You want to go for full scaling, jewels, all that stuff. But Titan's good. But I think he's more end game focused. And then I think Smith Katava is just best for league start, where you just want to be tanky, you want to have some viability, you want to just put on a chest piece that solves all your problems and not die. Then there you go. What do you think about the new Varashta Ascendancy? To summarize the last 4 hours, I'm no longer league starting Bear, not because I think Bear is bad, but because they announced a Minion Ascendancy. I mean, it's not okay. It's not a Minion Ascendancy, but it's a Minion Ascendancy. You know what I'm saying? It's got minions in it. They're really cool. It's a Minion Ascendancy. So yeah, we're doing that now. It looks overpowered in some ways. Could be shit. That's the fun. Could be complete dog shit. This crit stuff could be ass. This clear guy might not be great. This water chick, maybe she's mid. But even if that's the case, you still have like mana recoup stuff, extra focus, non-timeless jewels. So it's like, even if you separate the minions, you still end up with unbelievably valuable utility. Recharge stacking, mana stacking, potentially armor ES stuff. So I just think when you have an Ascendancy come out and you can immediately see 2 different ways to build it that look viable, I think you already have a good Ascendancy, right? I think when I looked at Shaman, I was just kind of like, oh yeah, so you want to do like spellcast rage stacking for whatever, you know what I mean? And it's kind of like, that's it. Oracle, it's kind of like, I'm not touching that. Whatever. Smith Katava, you want to be tinky, right? Warbringer, slams and stuff. When I looked at this, it's kind of like, I see 2 different ways. You can ignore the minions and just go full spell casting with utility, or you can go the opposite and go full pure minions, or you can go in the middle. I see multiple ways to build this Ascendancy, and I think that's when you have a good Ascendancy on your hands. So I think 10 out of 10 would do again. But yeah, I'm league starting that, unfortunately. Well, fortunately, but unfortunately, I spent the last week talking about Bear and stuff like that, thinking about Bear. And here we are. I'm probably going to just do wolf minion shit in Act 1. Like, that's life. Wasn't expecting it. Here we are. Fuck. Oh man. Okay. I think we're done. I think I'm done theory crafting. I think this is the limit for my brain right now. I'm really trying to squeeze the last juices out of my brain, but it's like, dude, we've got 11 hours. I need to go to bed soon. So I think I'm gonna summarize these thoughts about minions and stuff, try to make it coherent. I need to take a break and eat some food. But I think this is my limit. I think this is the best I have. I'm literally just going to show this on the video because it's like I can't sit here and edit a video for 5 hours, right? It's going to be a quick try to make coherent sentences, squeeze the last bit of energy I got, and then go to sleep. Try to wake up at like 7, 8 o'clock, eat some food, go back and do it again. So I got to get out of here. I got to stop now. This is the limit. This is the limit of my theory crafting with only about 4 hours to go. I'll be back tomorrow. Oh boy, what a day. What a fucking day.